There you go, big fella. Now when you're moving a horse, there he goes, he's coming into the yard. Now some of them react very badly and some of them they don't react at all. This fella's come down out of the mountains. He's been in the yards for a little bit, so he's not quite so spooked out. And some, like we found this bloke here, is quite inquisitive. Now as you come in the gate, you close the chain behind you, don't look away. Always keep an eye on the horse. And the other thing is, you cannot use glasses. They must be able to see your eyes. But the glare is pretty high, so it's nice to wear them. Okay, so we're in the yard, and now we just move around, just make sure that he knows that that's his space. Okay, he's facing up to me already. This is good. He's just eyeballing me, so we just clap our hands, face up. So he's not taking any notice. Face up. Good man. No, he didn't. He's got to connect you with those two eyes. Face up. Face up. I move out a little bit more. Boom. There he's got me. So now I back off. I like to change my position then, come to a better position or a different position. He's inquisitive and he doesn't really care. Face up. See, he's not looking at two eyes. Face up. Bang. Beautiful. Just hold that just for a split second. He's coming after me. You just hold that for a split second. G'day, mate. See, he isn't checking me out, that's all. Come here, buddy. Face up. Good man. So just hold that. I'm just holding that. No, and he looked away, so I spoiled it. Face up. Face up. Good man. So he's given me those two good eyes, and so I just look down and back away. Now I know he's staring at me, so I keep my head down. This is the beauty of wearing a hat, because it covers your eyes. It's no use closing your eyes because he still thinks you're operating. G'day, buddy. So he's looking everywhere, but he must keep his head still. Face up. And he must lock onto my eyes. Face up. He's not looking at me, he's looking over my shoulder. Face up. Beautiful. Good man. Oh, that was powerful. Wow. Now they all act differently, these ponies. How you going, buddy? Good man. See, I'll put my hands out. You can do however you like. I like to use my hands, holding my hands out. Yeah, come here. Good man, good man. Just give him time. Don't get too excited and, you know, clap like you're applauding or... and make sure all your movements are fluid. Don't be jagged movements. There you go, look at that, and he's staring me straight down the eye. God, that's good. Didn't even need to clap my hands that time. This is Clancy, this horse. Face up. Oh, mate. No, look at me. Good man. Hey, now, everybody wants to reach out and touch the horse. Do not reach out and touch your horse. There's a time and a place for everything. Now, he's inquisitive and he's wanting to sniff me. Go, buddy. But I don't want him to sniff me. If he sniffs me early in the piece, it becomes very hard to deal with. Because, I don't know, they're kind of like they check you out. While they're still inquisitive, they're a lot easier to handle. Face up. So it's all voice command. You must use face up, honestly. G'day, mate. How you going? He's licking his lips. How you going? Oh, look at that. Good man. Hey, you're a clever young chap. How you going? Face up. Oh, don't turn your bottom to me. Good man. Two eyes. Good. Wiggle your fingers. See how I wiggle my fingers? Face up. Good man. Good man. You wiggle your fingers because if you've got two arms out here and my face is where he's got to be and I'm wiggling my fingers and I'm talking to him, he'll lock onto your head and your fingers are out here. Go, buddy. Oh, how you going? It's a bit windy today, isn't it? Don't look away. Face up. This is teaching the horse mutual respect. G'day, buddy. No, face up. Good man, good man. He's shaking his head around a bit, but back off. And you got to back off, and you give him, you know, sometimes 5, 10, 30 seconds time to digest what's happened. Don't make it too hard for him too early. Face up. Face up. Face up. Good man. He's been down the backyard with the other stallions, and he thinks himself as a bit of a bluer there, this fella. He's on different days, he's the king of the pen down there. So what we want is him to face up without me asking. So giving him a little bit of a chance. Face up. Keep your head still. Good man. See, he was a little bit shaky there with his head, and what I wanted him to do was actually just settle down and look at me. So that's a frustration there. He just had a bit of a snort. He's a bit frustrated, trying to work out what's going on. I want him to get his head still when he's looking at me. So that's why I'm just giving him a bit of time to digest that one, because I want him to remember keeping that head still. Good man, look at me. Good man. Look at me. Face me. Good man. Not that you can see it with the camera. I'll come around, maybe you can pick it up. But his eyes are darting around. So his head's quite still, but his eyes are darting. And we want those eyes to keep still. G'day mate, how are you? Oh yeah. I think you're pretty good too. Alright, do a quick one again. Face up. Look at me. Good boy, good boy. It's okay him nodding like that. That's quite normal. How you going, buddy? Hey? Come here. Face up. Face up. Good man. Hello. Hello, big boy. Alright. So, now we just, we let him have a little bit of a spell, and I'll explain what we're going to do now. What we're going to do is, we're going to let him start to, we're going to start moving him like two magnets. So you have, you know, a positive and a negative and a magnet. You can make each other move around. So we want to start teaching him to follow me, because he's facing up like this quite nicely. He's progressing a little bit quicker than normal, but not that much quicker. Now see how we want him, just by me moving around gently, I want him to move just like that. Perfect. I want him to move his bottom away. Face up. Good man. And when he goes to turn away, I don't want him to learn to turn his bum. So I try and pursue him on this shoulder, because I'm on this side of the shoulder. And I just get him to turn one more time, if he will. See, I go forward onto that shoulder. The spot that I'm looking for is just behind the shoulder, where your foot sits there in the stirrup. That's the best location to head for. That's kind of like the horse's point of balance. So when you're in the yard here and you're working around now, we want to try and get down the side of here. He's going to back up. Good man. And now he's going away, so I head for that point in the shoulder and see how he'll come back. I put my head down, so I'm not working him with my eyes unless I want him to do something. So what we're actually doing here is we're teaching the horse to mouth. That's right, we're teaching the horse to steer by doing what we're doing here. And he's quite relaxed by all of this. And as you can see, we can do it at our own pace. We haven't even had a spell yet. G'day, buddy. Just try and get him down this side here. Make him come out. G'day, mate. There he goes. G'day, champ. That's it. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Good man. And so now that he's calming down, you see there's no stress. There's no sweat dripping off of him. There's no rope around him pulling him to the ground, making him yield or do anything. Already we're teaching the horse to face up when we ask, and we're teaching the horse to turn when we start riding on his back. We've literally taught this horse how to lead. Good man. And he's licking his lips as well. Now I click my fingers rather than clap after the initial face up, and so because the click of the thumb is quite subtle, and I reserve the clap for a wake up call. So if he's, you know, ignoring me or something like that, I'll go for the clap of the hands. Okay, buddy. Now, because he's facing me here like this, the next move we want is we want to get into a position where his bum moves and he actually faces up to me. Here it comes. Good man. He's quick, this one. He's quick. This is a quick horse. That is a quick horse. What we want to do, where we want to get to, is the horse being straight like this, straight down the body. And you can see the anxiety that he had when he first came into the yard is already gone. And you can see he's really thinking. Look at him following me. Now we've had plenty of people come out here and train with us, lifetime trainers, and what they find the most amazing is exactly how fast this is. And you're seeing it in real time here today. It's a pleasure always to have a really nice, quick, fast thinking horse. Once again, keep your head down. You're not working him with your eyes until you want to work him with your eyes. And he'll eventually know that when I put my hands out, see him, he's wanting to go around. He'll eventually know that when I put my hands out, that means he has to face to me straight on. Face up. Face up. Don't worry about what's going on out there. Face up. Face up. See, I get closer. Good on you, mate. Good man. So because he's trying to look out the side there, the horse is in the next pen, I just put that little bit more pressure on him and asking him, and I'm only using proximity as my pressure. It's the same as we're trying to make him turn here. Look at that. And he's licking his chops again. The significance of him licking his lip is the fact that he gets it. He's relaxed. He understands this. Now, it's hard to imagine. See, I don't want that bum to come to me, so I just click my fingers and say, "Excuse me, sir, will you not show me your bottom?" G'day, buddy. How you going? All right, so this is going really, really well. This is about as fast as you get. We've had probably about 5 or 6 horses this quick. It doesn't mean they're going to be super fast to train all the way through. He'll stall on something perhaps, and it'll take us probably, you know, a little while. I don't know how long this has taken us so far, but it's been very, very good. Do not try and touch your horse, not for at least another 35 minutes. What we'll do is we'll stop now and we'll give this horse probably about 15 minutes spell, and then we'll put him in the next pen, which is the touch pen, or the running face up pen. Yeah, look at that, see? He's fully engaging me. God, this is nice. You can see, read his body. His body is fully relaxed. There's no tautness about it. His ears, his head, everything about this horse is saying, "Hey mate, how you going? Hey?" If he could, we would shake hands, wouldn't you, buddy? He's and you can see he's been fighting with the other stallions. Hey buddy, but do not touch your horse, please. Don't, just resist. Follow this movie. If you do every stage as you should, you'll have a perfect horse. Okay, so we've had about 3 minutes spell, and when you want a horse that we're teaching him to face up, so we don't want him to teach him how to run away from us. So to get him to go from one pen to another, either use your glasses, because you don't want to have eye contact, but best of all is to use your back, and you face your back towards them, and then he'll run. Because you don't want him to think that he's escaping from us by ill means. So if you want to move him around, like even moving him through the yard here, just back up, because at this stage we don't want to teach him any bad bad habits. Okay, so this is what we call the running face up. So what we want to do is keep our head down, and when he goes to walk, face up, mate. Good man. So we're actually encouraging him to walk away from us, if he will. Let's try and get around a bit quicker. There he goes, face up. That was a terrible one really, because his bottom was facing me, and we need him to stay on the same side. Hey big fella, how you going? You don't want to do anything? No, you don't want to do that. Okay, alright. Here we go. No, try and stay on that one side. There we go. Now see, he ran down this fence. I stayed on as close as I can, and I stayed here, and he saw me out the back of his eye, and he turned this way and not bum to me. If that makes sense, he turned this way and not that way. Big difference, because if he shows me his bum, that means he's saying, you know, I don't like you, you can go to hell. Okay, well, here we go. Face up. Same thing. Good man. Okay, so there's different types of horses. This one here is a fence crawler, obviously. G'day, mate. You're coming all that way up to see me. A lot of other horses will use the centre of the yard, some use the side of the yard. This bloke, each time now, he's chose to stick to that rail. Okay, we're going to have to just let that one go, because as we go through this, and each time he goes, you'll just see me make him face up, but he's not doing it. So this is what's called the magic rope. Now the magic ropes, I do supply them, and they're free. It's just cost you packaging and freight. So what we do is we take the magic rope, there it is there, and use a big loop and just gently cast it over his head. Oh, look at that, perfect shot. And just pull the tension up a little bit. Yeah, and just pull that rope back, you see. There you go. Gather it so you don't trip over it, and you just walk around. There we go, and underneath the chin, and we come out this side. Look at that, see? Got him, do a little tug. Oh, a little bit more, come on buddy. There you go. So that's called the magic rope. In actual fact, what we're doing is we've just taught him to mouth, because if we actually have a real rope on there and we pull off this side of his mouth, what happens? There he goes. And if we do have a real rope on this side and we pull off this side, come on buddy, keep pulling. He's got to turn some stage. Keep pulling. Good man. Now how do we get to this stage? We're facing him up, okay? No magic, you're watching it real time. So we're saying face up, so he faces me. We come over here and we're saying, see, he's turning his head and we're saying face up. And wherever we're going, we're saying face up. And so this is all he's going to do. Now, he's comfortable with us, and he's given us two eyes. Yep, he's going to go for that fence. That's the stage where we want to keep his concentration. And that's the stage where we're looking for. We're looking for him just to try and move off on us, and then we can just step in and say, no thank you, you're going to stay with me. So this is what we call the magic rope. The magic rope is simply this. Look at that. He's just facing me. I'm not even looking at him now. I'm using my peripheral, but I'm not even looking at him. And that was 13 minutes in there. See, I just paused that second just to make sure he's coming with me. So it was 13 minutes back there, and it's probably 3 minutes here. So 16 minutes, we've got us stallion, and we've got him following us. We haven't touched him, we haven't put a rope on him, we haven't done anything. G'day buddy. So what we're going to do now is we'll give him a little bit of a spell. He's digesting it, and because we haven't grabbed him by the throat and we haven't pulled him down and we haven't physically made him do anything, he's still very happy to comply with us. So that makes hopefully this next stage a lot easier. In this next stage, we'll, it's called putting the rocking boot on. There it is there. It's that one or that one, whichever one you're comfortable with. So your heel comes down and you rock. See that? On your heel. And by doing this, we're getting up close and we're testing our boundaries with this fellow. Here you go, buddy. And because you're rocking, you see, you can just take that little bit step further forward as you're rocking. And of course, you can get closer and closer. And it's called the rocking boot. Here you go, buddy. Then just back right off. Now, if he does something, you know, he wanders off a little bit. How you going, buddy? Hey, how you going? How you going, buddy? There you go. Hey, how you going? And you got to talk to your horse all the time, non-stop. How you going, buddy? See now, I can see in his face just there that he was just starting to sense that I was getting too close to him. How you going, buddy? But we don't want to teach him to walk away. How you going? So as he backs up, we'll back after him. How you going? Hey, champ. Hey. Oh, yeah. So I back up, you see. You just read his body. That's all we're doing. How you going, mate? Ah. Hey. So he hasn't turned to run away from us yet. G'day, buddy. Good man. So I pursued him backwards just then because we want to teach a horse not to walk away from us. Here you go, buddy. Hey. And when he stops, yeah, buddy, you'll hit that. Oh, you going? Yeah, buddy. When he stops, I stop. So what we're teaching the horse is if he stands still, nothing's going to happen. No, you can run. How you going, buddy? Oh, yeah. Don't let him touch you. Because once he starts to sniff us, it's just a little bit more difficult. Hey, fella. Now, he's got the option to run. How you going? G'day, mate. And we've got our rocking boot on. G'day. I'm not going to let you do that. How you going, buddy? Hey, yeah. Now, see how he's walking after me? I don't mind encouraging that. I can't see him, but I can imagine what he's doing. Hey, mate. How you going? So when he stops, I want to get to the point where I want to be with my rocking boot, and I just rock back again. Now, see how inquisitive and how more interested he is? He's now saying, wow, you know, I want to get up. I want to touch this bloke. How you going? You know, he's walking after me. Okay, buddy. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, you're not going to touch me. You're not allowed to touch me. He's not dangerous in any way or form. I can see that. But he just wants to, hey, buddy. Hey. That's it, mate. G'day, mate. Hey. Rocking boot. Yep, got the rocking boot on. Pursuing him backwards. Keep his eyes straight to me, you see. As soon as I click my finger just then, oh, good man. Oh, right in the eyeball. When I click that finger then, don't turn around. Checking the gate, make sure that latch is on. When I click my finger then, he was being evasive until I clicked my finger. Oh, I got a touch on the nose. So I wasn't ready to touch him, but I'll take that touch. Trying to keep him out on that one side so he doesn't turn his bum. Go, buddy. How you going? Well, you got a runny nose. Got a runny nose, hey? Yeah. So we can, face up. Now, see, I reserved the clap for that. And that's it. Because he turned away, no matter what I was trying to do. When I clapped and he turned around and faced me up, that's something he understands. So we finished on that one. We just give him a little bit of a spell. We're going really fast here with this boy. Go, mate. Here you go. So we give him a couple of easy ones. Yep. Just nice, easy, straight face-ups. Change the angles because, you know, they get bored fairly quickly. We're doing lots of different things, you know. We're in the yard with a horse that's not used to having humans around with it. So Go, buddy. Here you go. Now you can do a one-hand touch. Oh, look at that. That's a one-hand touch. Some horses like to have a one-hand touch. Some horses like to have a two-hand touch. Now this is called the butterfly kiss. And he'll get this as we go along. So you're on your rocking boot and you got the butterfly kiss. Now this is good because you have action out here and it concentrates his head at me. Here you go, buddy. And as you come forward, you're not actually touching him and you're backing off again. It's the same as walking forward. And don't walk away. Good man. Good man. Yeah. So this is how we get the two-hand touch on him with the butterfly kiss with our rocking boot on. Here you go, buddy. Hey. Oh, yeah. Don't chase the head as his head's going up and down. Don't try and do this. Just say, yeah, it's okay, I wasn't going to touch you anyway. And then what he'll do is he'll keep still. How you going? Hey, how you going, buddy? Yeah, see? We don't worry about him. Hey, how you going? Oh man, so I take that one finger touch. As we start to get more and more one finger touch, he, once again, will become even more and more quiet. G'day, buddy. There you go. Well, we might have been doing 20 minutes, so I'm now touching the horse. G'day, mate. Hey. G'day, champ. How you going? Go on. Oh, yeah. Now, I like to touch just around the rim of the nose. Nowhere else. That's my landing spot because it's unintrusive, just there, you see. And as time goes by, I like to touch it longer and longer. Go, buddy. Come here. Come here. Oh, yeah, and he loves it. Oh, you do. So keep your hand still, and I don't know if anybody knows Hawaiian massage. If you do, check me up and come and give it to me, please. Hawaiian massage is all about flow. Your hands, it's not to stop, it's flow. So you're always moving. Very important, especially right now, is that all of your motion is fluid and slow and not jagged. You know, you can't be doing this and you can't be doing these jagged moves everywhere. Helps if you're old and lazy. G'day, buddy, how you going? So if I started doing jagged movements here now, that would upset him. Now, another term, we're starting to do the casual approach. Everybody knows the casual approach. You casually approach somebody. We do the same thing with a horse. We don't want to be sneaking up to the horse like this because we're not teaching him. The horse is teaching us to be, you know, walk up in a silly position. We want to casually walk up to the horse. And we casually walk up to the horse till he stops. G'day, buddy. And we walk away again. Sometimes this can take 2 or 3 minutes. Sometimes it can take 15 minutes. It's not long. Okay, buddy. Now you see how he's holding his head high? That's nothing. He wants to be a little bit higher than me. Okay, buddy. Now people will say, oh, you know, it squished its tail, it held its ears somewhere. No, get your head down. Good man. No, put your head down low. I don't want his head that high. Stay on the fence. See, he's got that option. That's magic. Good boy. You see his head actually turn like he was going to go away. But I was clicking my finger on this side, face up, and he actually come back around. That is fantastic. So we're giving this bloke about a 3 minutes break, 4 minutes break. Now walking back in the yard, you can see he's wanting to interact with me. And I don't have to interact with him. G'day, buddy. How you going? I'm going to touch him. Oh, that's my first double touch on him. So the beauty of this is the horse will progress at his own rate, his or her own rate, and don't. Oh, I was too slow on that one. They'll progress at their own rate. Go, buddy. Hey, good man. Hey, how was that? You want another one? Oh, yeah, that's good. And it's always good to, if we're going to do a touch, no, don't worry about my hat, you love that hat. You turn away before they do. Now here's an important point. When you are doing a touch and you've got your rock and boot on, it's not necessary on this one, but there will be on another one we film for you. As you rock forward and you touch, you're backing away. That's why we use a rocking boot. See how you come forward then? And we're backing away. And as we're touching, we're dropping our hat and we're touching and we're backing away because we're being submissive. Go, buddy. And we're encouraging him or her to have the strength to just stand there and enjoy being touched. Hey, here you go, buddy. There you go. So now we want to start playing with all of these bits and pieces. We want to face up. We want to do that running face up. Good man. We want to use the face up. Don't think about it. Can you remember this bloke's a fence creeper. So we want to be using our magic rope. We want to be concentrating on our casual approach and not touching the horse. So we want to be able to casually come up to the horse. How you going, buddy? Wait till he stops and back off again. Always back off from the front. Whenever you're doing something with your horse, don't walk away in any other direction except for coming back from the front, because that's teaching the horse to be straight down the... Don't do that, mate. Good man. So I don't have to do any more than that. He come around, he faced me up. You notice I was starting to use a few different things. I use my big clap to make him face up. I use the click of the finger like this. And sometimes, if he's not watching, I just use a little whistle. G'day, buddy. How you going? So that's an impatient thing. Just putting his foot on the ground. See, he's wanting to face up. Now, there you go. This is for real now. So he's been compliant to us before. And this, I'm glad he's doing this because it shows you he was compliant in there. He was compliant here. Now he's getting a little bit frustrated. It's getting a bit warm. But... He poured at the ground and he just did that spin, which is saying, you know, maybe I don't like this fella. Here you go. He's not being aggressive. He's not showing any other signs. G'day, mate. It's just that he did that spin there, and it just shows that they can go very fast, but then they might stall, and they might stall for half an hour. Or, g'day, mate. Normally speaking, g'day, champ. I have that pen, this pen, that pen. I've got my forcing pens. I've got 2 forcing pens and the round yard. So I'll have one horse in the round yard and I'll have a horse in each one of these pens, and sometimes I'll also be working one in the force up pen. So I can have 5 horses on the run at one go. So say for this bloke here, this would be enough for me now. I'd walk into this pen and I'd do something with that one. And by the time I get back around to him, it might have been a whole hour, and you know, that one might get 2 minutes, that one might get 10 minutes, this one here might get 15 minutes work. But we've put about 20 minutes something into this fella now. Go, buddy. How you going? Good man. Don't turn. Good man. To me. To me. To me. Good boy. Nah. Good man. Nah. Now he wants to sniff that bit of turd on the ground, and I don't want him to. Face me, because when I'm dealing with him, it's 100% or nothing. No, see, now he's testing the boundaries. Face up. And I've gone back to the clap now, see. This is, he says, no, I want to sniff this. And I say, no, you can't. No, I definitely want to sniff this. You can't do it, mate. So he's starting to test his boundaries. And so I pursued him around. And when I clapped my hands and he faced up to me, that was it. I was happy with that. Because that's all I really wanted him to do. So we do a bit of a casual approach. G'day, mate. Yeah, mate. No, see, we're not doing anything different. Yeah, that's it. Good man. As soon as I turn my back, away he goes. That's fine. G'day, mate. See, he's a little bit stroppy because I made him face up. And us reaching out to touch him doesn't pacify him. It's just a matter now that we just go back to just the simple face up stuff. G'day, mate. Ah. Good man. Make him face up again. Face up. Good man. You're a good boy. Don't get disheartened because you've been going along really well and then all of a sudden your horse stalls. It might be that they need to have a spell. So we'll give this bloke a spell and we'll go have some lunch. Face up. Face up. So give him the opportunity. Face up. This is what I was looking for when he first came in the yard. Face up. Face up. So now he's just going to run. So we just take a step off to the front. Good man. Hold that gaze there for a little while. And then and then walk away. This is exactly what I wanted to start with. Hey, buddy. Up. So now we get to practice our running face up. Go, mate. You've just got that all over your nose and you want to sniff me. No, thank you. Face up. Good man. And then turn our back on him. Hello, champ. How you going? Good man. Once again, we know he's going to go down that rail. So we got to put that pressure on him, see? Good boy. Now, I just can't stipulate enough. Don't dishearten because your horse, see this horse just went a little bit na-nas around here. Well, I'd say not stupid, but he was just having a bit of fun. And we were able to recorrect that, well, or regain him just by a simple clap of the hands and ask him to face up. Now look at him, he's all good again. How you going, buddy? It's nothing that we're doing that makes the horse do it. Hey. You got to remember, it's a wild horse. Hey champ, how you going? Good man. It's a wild horse and this is all new to him. And it's only been, I don't know if it's been 30 minutes so far. Good. Now you see how all I'm doing now is that run and face up stuff. Good man. G'day, champ. Now I casually approach him till he stops and walk away. Because that means that every time I walk towards him doesn't mean every time I want to touch him or catch him. G'day, mate. How you going? Good man. Okay, so we just run Clancy into this yard using my back, so I'm not looking at him. I'm entering the yard, looking at his feet, but I'm not using my eyes. Go, Clancy. So we paused for lunch yesterday to give this chap a spell, and a big storm came in. So that was the end of the day of training yesterday. G'day, mate. So now he's just come back up. So this is basically 24 hours now since we had him back up this end. How you going, buddy? So all we want to do is start from the beginning again, as we did when he first walked in the yard yesterday. So we mark out our location in here. He knows now that this is the pen he's in. We just simply ask him to face up. Go, mate. Nice simple one. Don't have to worry about his legs moving around. I just move around a little bit to make him move anyway. Face up. Face up. Now you see how he's bending his neck there? That's good. But this is how you get him to do it the first time. You just keep taking one step further around towards the buttocks. Face up. Good man. And what happens is it's a bit of a stretch for their neck. So they'll normally take a step forward to bring their shoulders around. Face up. Good man. Just like that. You're a champion. Oh, that's lovely. So this is exactly how we just mount him. So see, we're just teaching this horse to turn. Now he knows what I just asked him. It'll only take him a very short amount of time and he'll know exactly what the next stage is. Face up, and there it is. He's definitely a clever horse, this fella. G'day mate, I faced up to you. Good man, good man. Ah, something going on out in the pen there. Face up. Good man. So what I want to do now is once again just wander around here with a magic rope on him, because we did touch him a little bit on the nose yesterday, but that's where we left it because we did a lot with this horse yesterday. So what we want to do now is just reaffirm with him that. Good man. See, that's perfect. Magic. So there's a fair bit going on around the house. We've got Darcy pacing around in here, and we've got horses drinking in the next pen. So we just come up nice and casually, walk away. Now watch his body. As I walk up, you'll see his body kind of like contract backwards, but he's not walking backwards. There he does. We don't want him to walk backwards, so this is just our casual approach. How you going, buddy? And we just got to practice this. And each time we might take half a step closer. G'day fella. And back up. It's nothing highly stressful for the horse. He's just watching me. He probably thinks it's some type of barn dance or something that he doesn't know yet. How you going? And he's just counting my steps in and out. So there's nothing uncomfortable about it. You can now see that he's engaging with me. How you going, fella? Oh, you want to come forward. So this is all good. And we're just doing this a casual approach. How you going, buddy? And we just change your angle again. Before it gets boring, and now it's all fresh again for him. Come back in on this different angle. G'day, mate. And back out. So simple. Anybody can do this. How you going, big fella? Hey? Okay, so I think he's looking fairly relaxed. Still not completely relaxed, but that's right. So now we can get our, remember in the last clip, we did the butterfly kissing. This is your butterfly kissing. Now, when you do this, you come out there and you're dragging backwards like that. So, hey young fella, hey, and we're not trying to touch him. Got the old rocking boot going again, and back out. And this doesn't stop. As you're walking around, this doesn't stop, because this is what we're trying to teach him, and we're teaching him movement. Out here, you can wiggle your fingers as well. See, it's a little bit something different. How you going, mate? But we're going in and we're engaging with him, but we're not necessarily touching him. But we will. Hey, won't we? Hey? So back off every now and then. Give him those few seconds to digest, and he thinks, this hasn't hurt me, that's okay. So we come forward again, we've got the old butterfly kissing going. How you going, buddy? And we go in there like that, you see? Nice and even, and we just get a little nose touch on him, that's fine. Hey, mate, got the rocking boot. How you going, leaning forward. So when I touch him, up, face up. Can't have him doing that. How you going, mate? So we get the rocking boot going. How you going? And a touch. Come right the way back now. Head down. Let him digest that. He thinks, okay, he came up, he touched my nose, it didn't hurt, I'm still alive, and he walked back to his corner. So he thinks that's a pretty good win for him. Now, old mate here, he's educating me, aren't you, mate? Hey? Oh, look at that, he said. I let him touch my other side of the nose. So he's educating me at the moment, as far as he understands this. He's thinking, I let him touch me, and then he goes away, so I give him two eyes. G'day, mate. I let him touch me, and he goes back to the corner, and he feels safe, he's not pressured or anything. I let her walk away, mate. Face up. Good man. So you don't want to go and reset yourself. G'day, mate. Oh, we didn't get a touch that time, that's okay. Main thing is, we're just casually coming forward. We've got the old butterfly kissing going, we put the rocking boot on. G'day, old mate. And we keep coming over, but now we don't need to dwell over against the rail. He's wanting to come forward, good man. Eyeball up. Good man, good man. And I don't touch him this time because he was walking away and I asked him to face up. So he turns around to face me, and if I then try and touch him, it's two things I'm asking for. So all I was doing was asking him to face me, and then I backed away. So it's only the one task. He's not able to work out which task I was asking if I'm rewarding him by backing away. G'day, buddy. Oh, yeah, man. Give me. Good boy. Nice, good, solid two-finger touch. Right, so we let him have a good think about that one. He probably enjoyed that one. Go, big fella. Hey, you look like one of the Beatles. Hey, come here. Oh, yeah. Hey, come here. Ah. Good man. Come here. Oh, yeah, you're a tall boy, aren't you? Yeah, when you stretch that neck out. Hey, face me. Good man. Same thing. See, I put my head down and he brings his bum around some. G'day, fella. Oh, yeah. Hey. Oh, yeah, buddy. Plenty of this now. Touch or no touch, doesn't matter. Because we're trying to teach him proximities. So I'm fairly comfortable. I'm about 2 boots off his nose, which is about 1 boot off of where I'd like to be. If you drop a string from his chin to the ground, and where that lands, I like to be 1 boot length. G'day, buddy. So I just try to straighten his face up then. See, like this, you can click your finger. Good man. Just to get him straighten up. So I like to have that 1 boot distance out from their nose. That's where I like to set all my horses. And I like to operate 1 foot's distance all the way around, and we'll cover that up. Face up. Face up. Go into his space. Bring him all the way around. Come on. Good man. Good man. Ah, that's all right. That's all right. We're still mates. Hey, come here. There's a lot going on, I know. That's it. So it's just as important to keep that head straight, like this, than it is to get a touch on him. Yeah, I know. Come here. Good man. Hey. Oh, yeah. And remember, we want to touch on the rim of that nose. Hey. Come here, buddy. So you got the old kissing going. Yeah, you got the old butterfly kiss. I don't know if you can see that. I'm just touching him just on that rim of the nose. Not in the nose, just on the outside rim of that nose. So now we give him a good time to think. Gives him a bit of digest. Try not to look at him while you're giving him a time to digest, because you're still working him. There you go, buddy. So casual approach, doesn't move off. Cool. Go, buddy. Casual approach to where I want to be, 1 foot out from the drop of his nose. Beautiful. See how quick this horse is coming along. And they do stall. We saw that yesterday, don't we, buddy? Hey? Good man. You see his head's not going quite so high as it was either before. He's starting to relax. Go, mate. How you going? Oh, and then you put your head up high. So that's all fine. How you going? Casual approach. Good man. So far, to recap this, I've just stood on the side of the yard. I've taught the horse to push me back with his eyes. So the 2 eyes is forcing me back. So when he gives me 2 eyes, I put my head down, I'm being submissive, and he's going, that's right, back off, back off. And then we got into followers and face up. Now we're coming in for that casual approach. And he knows that so far he's been feeling safe and comfortable, because all he has to do is give me those 2 eyes and he'll force me back. So we've progressed past that now to the point where we've had a touch. Go, mate, let me touch you. Oh, good man. And he said, geez, that feels pretty good. And So now I'm working on my casual approach, so I'm nearly just about where I want to be. Maybe about 25 mil closer, and that's where I like to set all my horses. I should be able to get there this time. There we are, we're there. How you going, mate? And back out. Now you can see this horse really calming down. Through the eyes, you can see he's getting that real lover's eye about him now. G'day, mate. Hey, got the drugs going through your system, hey? Oh, the old love drug. Yeah. And you can just see this horse calming all the way down through his system. How you going, buddy? I'm going to change angles again in a second. G'day, mate. Now when we get this close, you can put your hands in your pocket. You can do whatever you like, but the point is now, we're coming in, and this is the location I want to be at. G'day, mate. Hey, and if we can just stand here and let him get used to me to say, yep, there's no issue. Now remember, we haven't put a rope on this horse ever. We haven't ever had a halter on him. And I don't know, we're up to maybe an hour and 15, hour and a half. G'day, buddy. And we can stand here and converse with him without any issue. And because we haven't put a rope around his neck, which is like punching a horse in the face, he hasn't got any animosity against me, have you, buddy? So the whole concept is, because I haven't punched him in the face, he's actually quite receptive to me. He wants to learn. He's inquisitive now, you see. He's wanting to check me out. I had a shave. Yeah, you like that? I can't shave you. No. Hey, you got a prickly nose. Yes. No. No, you blew something in my eye yesterday. Okay, so now I get my hands back out again because he's used to me standing here, and I can bring my hands up and down. And this is where the kiss comes in. You know, we can just stand here and we get our hands moving. Yeah. Now, see, the body language says he's going back because he's like, Joe, you're a bit too close, fella. So now I'll come back. And you should come forward. There he comes. So he'll probably take that half a step back again. I come on my casual approach, which we've already done. I'll just back off again. Head down, of course. Head back up again. And all I'm doing differently now, of course, is movement of my hands. I'm not trying to touch him. No issues there. How you going, buddy? Hey, yeah. Now, one other thing to remember is when you're coming in like this, and you come to that spot where you want to stand, and the horse is still pretty fresh, try and get your legs to be more like one behind the other, like your rocking boot system. Because if you're coming in like this, and you're standing there with your legs apart, and you're going like this, and the horse lurches forward, you're flat-footed, and generally the horse is going to go straight over the top of you. Whereas if you come in here with your rocking boot on, and you're saying, how you going, buddy? At least you can fall like a big tree either way, but he's not going to go over the top of you. Now look how dopey his head looks now. So we come in, casual approach again. How you going, fella? We've got our hands going, and I'm going to touch him just like that. There you go. So now we're going to go for, instead of just a little touch, every now and then we're going to go for the long touch. So plenty of movement. There you go, mate. How you going? Oh, look at that big fella. Hey, how was that? Hey, I don't have to go back so far. Good man. Now I just gently straightened his head up then. Here you go, mate. Hey, oh, yeah. See that? Now watch the hand movement. Okay, it goes in and nice and gently down. Because we don't want jagged movements. We don't want him to feel like he's trapped. G'day, mate. He's favouring my left-hand side at the moment. Oh, there we go. You're going to go right. That's because I said left, isn't it? Now, you don't want to be too light on your touch, because it's like you pick a ticklish spot, you touch it firmly, you're not ticklish. But if you just go over the top a little bit, well then it's not. So, hey, good man. So, see, I'll just wait for him to bring his head back. Nice, boy. Hey, and what I'm trying to go for now, yeah, what I'm trying to go for is that nice, good, solid touch. There you go, buddy. Hey, a little bit awkward, is it? Hey? Oh, you're going to love this. 5 minutes time, you're going to be a big smooching pooch. There we go. Nice touch, Joe. Hey? Oh, good man. 2-hand touch. Beautiful. Now I'll back right up. I'll just stand here for a few seconds so that he can absorb that, because he really enjoyed that. Look at how relaxed he is now. Oh, goodness. He's going to be a nice horse. Okay, casual approach. All the way. We're not going to try and touch him. Just back straight back up. Mix it up a little bit. Always go back a couple of steps so that, because we're just teaching him something new and we just want to go back. Getting a fair old pad here. Hey, old mate. How you going? Same again. We've backed up a couple of times. I'll just use that space. Hey, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Yeah. Come on. Good man. Oh, there we go. Hey. Oh, just a touch. Oh, yeah. That wasn't too bad, was it? Now, what we want to do is try and get that one hand to stay on there. I prefer to have their head straight. That's up, boy. Hey. Get the old kiss going again. And if we're just standing here having a yarn, using their voice, yeah, oh, mate. Yeah, that's it. And you know, like it's a, you either get used to the fly buzzing around or you don't. And in this case, you know, they're it's in their nature to be inquisitive and interactive. Hey, here's the old snorter one over there, isn't it? So I'm getting a fair bit of touch on his nose now. He's tending to allow me to do that left side quite a bit, and that's okay. Sometimes it's a one-hand job, and you turn sideways, because by standing sideways you seem to be you know, less imposing, and you can just stand here and do that. But when I go sideways, I tend to like to try and do down the bridge of the nose or right on the tip of the nose, just like that. Hey, buddy. Because by doing that, I'm not favouring either side. And once again, try not to be too light, because see, you can just trick him a little bit. If you're too light, it's just tickly. You can see all the hairs on his nose. But he's responding to 2 hands. Yeah, buddy. Don't try and touch him when he's got his head up like that. Why? Because he's not seeing your hands. And if you try and touch him while he's got his head high in the... while he's got his head high up, hey, buddy, you'll spook him. Good man. There we go. Good touch, both sides. Get that good one? Just back off. Don't try and overdo it. Because you just walk backwards and he's thinking, bloody hell, he just walked backwards because he just touched my nose. That's pretty cool. So if I let him touch my nose, he might do it again. So here's his chance to let me do it again. Go, mate. How you going? That's a pretty good touch. I'll walk right back over. A horse as clever as this puts this type of stuff together pretty quick. Hang on, mate. How you going? You watching that fella there? Oh, good boy. Hey, see, he didn't fight my hands anywhere near as much then. He's educating me real quick, this horse. Aren't you, mate? Hey? Come here. I'll take a little bit step closer. Yeah. Settle your head down. Yeah, settle. Good man, come here. Oh, lovely. What I loved about that was I had the full hand touch. Go on, mate. Hey. Oh, lovely. Another good full hand touch. Shortly, I should be able to stand here and converse with this boy. Come here. Hey. Come here. Oh, lovely boy, aren't you? Hey. Oh, lovely. Yeah. You like that? Hey. Come back. 2 eyes. Good man. Hey. Yeah, good man. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah. Yeah, come here. Oh, good man. Hey. That's it. So he moves his head, and it's okay, I can, oh, lovely. Doesn't matter how many times I get to do that. That first touch just there on that soft bit blows my socks off. That is such a powerful feeling, because he's just said, cool. Ah, oh, thanks mate. Come here, come here. Oh, lovely. Yeah, so I'm not chasing his head with my hand. So once my hand actually gets on there, come here buddy. If my hand actually gets on there, he moves his head like that, I can I'm hanging on to his head and I just go with it. I'm not fighting it. I'm not trying to control his head. That's not what we're about. We're not about controlling the head. Good man. Oh, lovely. That's what we're looking to do. It's called setting the head. And setting the head is when we can come in. Hey buddy, come here, come here. And we can firmly put a hand either side. He's got an old scratch there halfway down his nose. Good man. Good man. Yeah, oh you liked that, didn't you? And if we can just touch, oh good man, look at that. About where I had my hand there on both sides. Good man, hey? And it's there, just like that. I'll let him have a spell on that one. If we, for whatever reason, you get a nice firm touch either side of the bridge of that nose, from that point on, you own the horse. That's when you become equal. Because at the moment, he's still got himself elevated above me. Good boy, just like that. So I'd walk straight back. We're just about 50-50 here at this moment. Because up until now, he's still considering himself above me. And that's good. Come here, buddy. Come here. Good man, I'm not fighting him. Good boy, good boy. Oh, that's the one. That's the keeper. Okay, I'm about 49% at the moment. He's 51. So notice I've backed away. Give him that space. Come here, buddy. Oh, you good boy. About another 3 or 4 of those and I think we're going to be 50-50. Look at him, he wants to come after me now. Here you go, mate. So casual approach, not going to touch him. Back off. Remember, mix and match it a little bit. Do a couple of easy ones. Hey mate, just do a couple of easy ones with you. Hey. It won't be too long and he's going to want me to touch him. G'day mate. Good boy. Oh yes. Look at him relax. Can we do that again, old mate? And this is the one that we want. This is the keeper one. Come on, down you come. Put your head down. Up. Head down. We're not going to chase his head. Good man. Good boy. Good boy. Still not quite sure about that one, but we're so close to being equal. And once I can stand here, 1 foot out from him, and place my hands there, just like that. Oh, there we go. We're now 50-50. We're now mates. We're now connected. And from this point on now, all I need to do is just reaffirm this bit. Look at that, how he just laid his head into my hand just then. Come back. Up. Good. I've just got to ask him from now on. Oh mate, you are beautiful. Look at that. Yeah. Just try and get him to wait for him to settle. Hanging on to his head like I'm hanging on to an overripe tomato. Nice and gentle, but firm enough to be able to pick it up. Good man. And where I can, I'll start to, you can't see it from there. Come around here, mate. Come around. Come around. Good man. What I'll do shortly is I like to have my 2 thumbs on the bridge of his nose, and that's the setting of the head. Go mate, hey. Hey mate, come here. Come here. Oh, nice boy. So now what we want to do is what I call the sookie stuff. Here you go, mate. we need to get to that cheek. Hey buddy, come here. Now notice we've had hardly any stoppages. We're just progressing because it's not hurting the horse, and we just need to try and get as much hand on him as possible now. So now I'm just scratching that underneath his face there, just giving it a nice little touch. Give it a little scratch. Just be careful that they don't spin their head and just bite you here. So just keep aware. Come here, buddy. So he doesn't want me to touch him on that side, so that's fine. See the thumb over the bridge. Come here. Good man. Come here. Up. Good man. So rather than chase his head, back up. Let him have a think about it. And let's come forward again. So at this stage, what we want to do is just whatever it is, don't keep breathing on my neck, is just get a little bit of touch on him. So I can now start to scratch him. Look at that, how amazing is that, hey? G'day buddy, hey? G'day champy. Hey? Hey, how you going? I know. Good to meet you. I've been looking forward to meeting you. Hey. That's it. Each time they go anywhere else that you don't want them to go, put your hands out here. See his head centers again. Bring it back in. Good boy. Hey. Put your hands out. Good boy. Don't ever try and fight with a horse's head. Good man. Good man. Oh, lovely. Good man. We are so good mates now. This is going to progress very quickly again from now. Good boy. I'm going to let him have a spell there for 3 or 4 minutes. We've had a little spell. You see he's still nice and relaxed. This is a good point. I'll just bring this up now. I could easily go straight to that horse's head, but that means he's teaching me to approach him straight from his head. Doesn't matter how old your horse is, every time I come into a yard to catch a horse, I'll always rotate around and come into here and make that horse face me. Every time. And what we're doing, g'day buddy, what we're doing is we're switching on his creative side in his head. So he says, oh, okay, what are we doing here? Look at that, we're mates. We're going to have our little trials and tribulations, aren't we, buddy? Hey? But now, all we want to do is stand here nice and close, and look at that, he wants to scratch on me now. And we just want to just talk to him, always talking. And we just want to scratch him like this. Okay, buddy. Once again, if he turns his head, that's all right. And full palm on both sides of his head there now. G'day, buddy. And we just want to talk to him, look into his eyes, and just let him fully relax, because this is lovely. It's a bit like the Hawaiian massage I want. So we can just get him used to us standing here and touching him. And then when you come back, I'd like to give him that nice full touch on his head as I walk away. It's like pulling a sock off your foot. So as you come back, g'day buddy. His head's come down a long way. Yeah, going. Now I'm working on the bottom of his cheek because we want to get to his cheeks. G'day mate. And sometimes it's a bit hard to get onto the cheeks, and other times the horse will just let you straight on. G'day mate. And I always use the circular motion, but once you grab hold of their cheeks, that's generally the game's over for them. They love having these cheeks done. I don't know if there's a gland in there or something that releases like a happy drug. Hey, sends you to a happy spot, doesn't it, mate? Okay, so we've got his cheeks. The next thing I like to do, wait for him to straighten his head up. Good on you, mate. Hey, g'day, fella. Is this. I like to reach up here now and just go under the eye. G'day, mate, you got a few flies in it too. I'll just let you reset a little bit. There you go. That's it, mate. Hey, Time to have a little breather, wasn't it? Hey, come here. 2 hands, buddy. Come here. So I like to go just underneath there. See, he's putting his head down to try and scratch. Come here. So I'll just go back to something simple. Hey. Good man. Hey. Come here. He's a bit confused because he knows he wants to scratch that spot, but he's not quite sure if he wants me to scratch it for him. Come here. There you go. See, now I've scratched it. Yeah, I'll let him scratch himself on the leg. Don't have a scratch on the leg, mate. An old snorter behind us. Okay. Yeah, mate. Come here. Yeah, fella. Now we can get a little bit more robust. See, I'm being a little bit more, not aggressive, but robust. Now, he doesn't mind that at all, yeah? Perfect. So this horse is accelerating his learning again. And so we'll get to a stage where he's now retard again. But see how I'm just using my thumb there at the moment? And I'm scratching that up underneath his eye as I'm using here. And there you go. Yeah. It's not quite so complexing for him at the moment. Really wants to have a scratch now. Yeah, don't you? So I'll do the same with the other side. Oh, you see the eye just droop straight away. Look at that. It's going to fall asleep. Hey, don't fall asleep, mate. It's a long way to the ground. It is for you. Yeah. Now, because we butterfly kissed before, see this hand movement here is not speaking him. So we can actually practice this now. We're standing exactly where I want to be. Drop a piece of string off his nose. 1 foot back to where I like to stand. This is where I like to set all my horses. Because we did the butterfly kissing, see, he brings his head down because he knows what it's all about. Come here, buddy. Ah, that's it. Good man. That nice firm touch again. Yeah, going. So we can bring our hands up. This is the type of stuff we want to practice now. Bring our hands up. Firm touch. Bring his head down to where we want it. And he automatically does that himself. Take that 1 step forward again. Good man. See, he's virtually pushing his head into my hands now. And my hands are coming up. Whatever speed I want to bring him up at. Good man. Good man. And I'm giving him that nice firm touch, which is something like that nice cuddle you get from your mum when you're about 7 years old and you're about to go to bed. You get that very necessary hug to say good night. The same hug I give my son before he goes to bed at 15. G'day, buddy. G'day. And we give him a little scratch underneath there. And now, what we want to do, you see the little, just here, the little piece under his chin? That's the piece I like to get my hand in. So just in there like that, and then I put my hand down there. So same thing on this side, just place my hand there underneath that spot and go down that side. So while I'm rubbing his face, come on mate, I know you did a lot of work this morning, you've done an exceptionally good job. So I like to put my hand underneath there like that, and as I'm rubbing, see that, I swap. Because what we're doing now is we're just starting to, hey, don't go away. Good man. What we're doing now, no, you come back around this way. Come on. Good man. Yeah. We're really getting to know each other. And so hey. What we're doing is we're doing the no limits type stuff. There we go. Look at that, buddy. And we want to be able to put our hand up the middle of his head. And we want to be able to leave our hand just underneath there. But it's come on to lunchtime again. I'm really, really pleased with his progress. This is about average now. So, especially for a mountain horse. Look at his eyes, nearly going to go to sleep. He's training quite at an average rate, and of course, once again, we've never put a rope on him, and we've never had a halter on him, and yet here we have a horse that you saw come in the yards about, I think maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, and we can walk up to him now, and we can make him bring his head down. There you go, good man, good man. And I'd say in another 10 minutes of playing with him, he'd just about go to sleep on my chest. Look at that. So we're progressing quite nicely with him. Once again, no rope. G'day mate. No food as inducement, no whips, no carrot sticks, nothing. Okay, so we got Clancy back again. So we finished off with just starting to touch him around the face, and so he's just come back in again. So we've had about an hour and a half off. Just work your yard again, just so he's don't let him turn that bum, you see. Okay, how you going, buddy? Did you have your good break? Hey? Oh, hello. How you going, champ? Hey? How you going? Hello. Hello. Hey? Right, so we get a bit close. We're back off again. Just re-establish this 1 foot out from his nose. Don't walk away. Good boy. We go back to that 1 foot out from the nose again. And back off. How you going, buddy? Repetition. Everything about this whole deal is just repetition. As you can see, it contains no incredible powerful strength or anything else, as long as you don't mind their smell. Hey, everything's just soft and gentle, kind, and this is the part that I like a lot. Hey, come here. G'day, buddy. Oh, hello. Did you think about that over lunch? Oh, you did? Yeah, so we're just doing that nice touch on both sides again. Get a couple in. Hey, put your hand on that side, and that's it. Just go back into their space, get a nice good solid feel on that. Just set the base again. That's all we're doing. And because, you know, he's had a bit of a think about it over lunch. All right, buddy, come here. And good boy. There you go. So had that lunch out of the way. He's had to think about it, so he's either thinking it wasn't so bad, or there's a way out of this. Hey, get your head down. Good man, good man. That's a boy. How you going, buddy? Bit of a casual approach. We just got to get that head down. And the head will come down just when we start to touch him some more and he relaxes. G'day, fella. Of course, a lot of these horses aren't used to having a second person sitting there videoing and all. Hey, g'day, buddy. G'day. Lovely, lovely touch. Okay. Now, because he's bringing his head up, as you come in, put your thumbs in some. So it's a barrier. So when you come in like this, it's more of a barrier. See him bend his head down? You can come in like this, and of course the higher your hands are, the higher the head. If you bring your thumb in there like that, sometimes it's just enough that they strike the thumb and they go down. Okay, buddy, see how that worked just then? But he was lowering his head before we finished at lunchtime. G'day, buddy, how you going? Oh, yeah. So, repetition, I'm not going to walk away. Come here, bud. G'day, mate. Face up. Good boy. So that was a lesson, you see. I asked him to face up and he faced up. G'day, big man. Up. G'day, big man. How you going? Now this can be quite speedy. Or this is what I like this as a, it's something I never used to do, obviously, in traditional horse training. And it's just standing here talking to your horse. And this is a really important part, because face up. Okay, so I'm not going to back off him this time, because that was the second time he did it, and we will need to make him understand that that's rude. Now come out here. Come on. Come out. Come on. Come out. Good man. Good man. Hey. Hey, come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah, this is really important to me now. This this type of this work, and you can give him a little break, or you can just stand there. Hey, buddy. Bring your head down. Good man. Huh? Yeah, good boy. There you go. Now all the pressure's off, and we just stand here. A couple of young lovers gazing into one another's eyes. Hey? Yeah. And this is where we really get to know each other. And I get very nice and soft on his face, and I like to go for the long stroke. Hey, how you going? Yeah, buddy. And this is where I got one hand going here and one hand coming down the top, and then I swap. Because what we want to do is get one hand underneath, one hand on the top like that. Watch the fingers come underneath, and one hand here like this. And of course this is my go-to spot up the top. G'day, buddy. And the go-to spot is a relaxing spot. So what we want him to do, hey, come here. Come here, buddy. We want to be able to go up to the top, and when we're on his back and he ever gets upset, stressed out, in a competition, right, make him come back out, you see? Good man, good man. Come here, huh? Good boy. Whenever he's in a competition and he freaks out, you want a spot that you can go to that'll calm him down. And that, to me, when I'm working a horse and I'm doing everything, it's always up there. He don't like that one at the moment. Hey, come here, buddy. Hey, buddy. Now we're on his face. Don't fight with him a lot, but you can just start to use a little bit of pressure. You know, that you, not enough that you'd break an egg, but just a little bit of pressure. You don't want to fight with him. G'day, buddy. And we just want to give this a good massage now. How you going? Hey. Yeah. There we go. Now we got him going again. Haven't we, fella? Hey? Hey? Alright, I think we might just leave it at that, because I don't think everybody wants to stand here and watch me get closer with my horse. But what we're going to do is we're going to feel his face down just like I'm showing you, and then every now and then we're going to go up there. And then what we're going to do is go forward and put our hands over his eyes just like that. But I'll show you that when we've, I'll put another 5-10 minutes into him, and then we'll come back. Okay, so we've just did maybe 3 minutes just then. Just the same. Just standing here, getting your proximity. Hey, I know you can see people walking around over there too. You can get like a little bit firm like this, but at the same time you want to have plenty of softness. And he's not liking me putting my hand up between his ears there yet, but that's okay. See how I do this? And the hands are going all over the place, and eventually he won't care about that. There's a nice little soft spot across under the eye. Look at that. Hey, buddy. And you can work your way up, and there we go. Hey, look at that. Cover his whole eye up. Here you go, buddy. Did you fall asleep? Come here, listen. No. Don't worry about them. Yeah. Yeah, they're different names. Different voices over there, isn't there? Hey, and then we can just practice around his eyes, and then we cover them both up. Just like that. I love that. G'day, mate. Hey, now we are mates. We are 50-50. In actual fact, I think he may even be in love with me. Cover both of his eyes up, and he's putting all of that trust all in me. Good on you, mate. You're a good boy. So, there it is. He stalled a little bit, he kicked over again, then he stalled again, and we're blocking his eyes out now. And there's a stallion that's come out of the bullpen yesterday. He's now relaxing. Wake up, mate. And we can, we wake you up a little bit then. So now we just, it's just this gentleness now. And we're just giving him the Hawaiian massage again. Nice, big, full, fluent movement. And up and over his eyes. And that's just saying how much trust he has in it. Now, I like to rub just underneath the eye there like that. See how much he loves that? All of them do. And there's a little gland here. If your horse is all upset, just very gently, just come along there like that and just come off the end. And it'll calm the horse right down. So they can be quite highly agitated, maybe before a race or something. And just give that a little, just a little stroke there like that. And if you cup underneath their jaw at the same time, like I've just slipped my hand in there now, and you rub that there, you just feel all the weight of their head fall into your arm. He's getting heavier and heavier there at every stroke there now. Okay, buddy, and cover his eye up. Give that a little bit of a rub across the top, but underneath there, they just can't resist that. So, just a bit of a recap. We've got the magic rope happening, so he's following us in a circle. We can casually approach him, so that's no issue. We can just roll on up to him. How you going, buddy? We can swing our arms a bit. How you going, champ? We stand there in front of him, swinging our arms, and then we can come in onto his face. That's no problems. Look at that, just by the second now. Now that he's a mate, and we've established that, you know, we're good mates now, you notice the complete world of difference. He's actually happy enough to say, yeah, mate, I do agree with you. This is quite lovely, having my face manicured. Hey, even though it's by a man, yeah. And so what we're going to do now, look at him calming down again. We're onto his cheek. So from his cheek, we'll now start to, hey, we'll work from his cheek. Come here. Good man. So we're on his cheeks, and now we just gradually see like that. I'm coming off his cheek, and I'm just stroking on his, I'm leaving the palm of my hand on his cheek, and I'm just stretching the boundaries out a little bit more. And then I'll do the same thing on this side. Okay, buddy. Hey. I'm happy to let him walk, because he has to know that if he walks, I'll still be there and I still want to do the same thing. And so I can pursue him. Come here. Good man. Good man. Good man. Hey, mutual respect. Okay, there we go. Now I've got it on that side of the neck, and break it by coming to the nose. Do it again. Don't go up that way this time, maybe go up his head. But what we want to do is actually get down onto his neck. Okay, buddy. But we want to do that stage by stage, just like that. You see that? Oh, that was a sneaky one, wasn't it? And then I'll do the same down that side. It's okay that he reacts, as long as he doesn't blow in my eye. Hey, buddy. Hey? Yeah, buddy. So we can start now to work down his neck, just like that. Hey, oh, mate. Yeah, it's good. Hand on the bridge of his nose. Now, bring him back. That's the shot. When you hang on to the bridge of the nose, it's very gentle, and you use your thumb and this finger, and you're not fighting with it. It's just super soft. It's like you've got a really heavy bruise. You want to touch it, but you don't want to hurt it. Face up. Face up. Good man. Okay, so he's getting a little bit bored with me doing what I'm doing, so just do a quick easy ones for him. Yeah, fella. Just quick and easy ones. Make him remind him exactly what we're on about. Get up. Head down. Setting the head. Good man. See the thumbs come in. He's lifting it too high. Here it comes again. Thumbs on there. Set his head. Good boy. And back off. And that's what eventually, there he goes, he just did it straight away, and he'll eventually do it more and more. Good man. Hey, and so now we're just breaking it up. We don't want to force the issue, so to speak. We're getting back on our getting back on the side where, you know, he's enjoying this bit of a massage, bit under his eyes, and we sneak it down on his neck. Good boy. That's a boy, isn't it? Hey. Now we're going to do a sneaky one up onto his ear. See, just in front of his ear. Yeah, you don't like that side, do you? Hey. Same thing. See, ear to ear. Now, of course, they got a split brain horse. So what you show one side, you've got to show the other. And when you're in the front here like this, and you're going side to side, I find it to be the best. So much, much easier. Here you go, champ. Look, see his head's already set, because I said, mate, can you please hold your head there? And he's like, yeah, sure, why not? See, just asking the horse, that's all we're doing. All the time, we're just asking the horse. Now I'm just saying, hey, it's okay if I can rub your neck. And see, notice the whole time I'm just gently holding his head straight, because everything that we do from here on out, it depends on having this the head straight. So if we get off and walk away, we want him just to stand straight ahead. No, don't fight with the horse. Keep your hands out. Good man. Set the head. Good on you, mate. Hey. All right, so we've done a fair bit there. So we'll just stand back and we'll give him a spell. Okay, so that was about a 2 or 3 minute break, just to give him a little bit of a spell. Okay, how you going, buddy? You're really enjoying this, aren't you? So now, it's the same as everything else. Put your head down, please. Thank you. It's just repetition. And there we go, buddy. There we go. And what we want to do now, is we want it, because before, up to now, we've wanted to stand smack bang in the middle. We want his head to be smack bang in the middle. So what we want to do now is kind of like reach down the back of the freezer. So we can go to one arm, and what we want to do is kind of like start to go off to one side of the horse. See, so I turn sideways, and basically you're reaching into the freezer. Hey buddy. Hey, how you going? So you can put one hand on the bridge of his nose. Hey buddy. He can take a good bite out of you here, but by this stage you're pretty good mates. And if you've done your groundwork with you, he's not going to want to. Mares normally will, but not the stallions. So you see how I'm just reaching down, and it's all the same. I'm getting right down to the crease of his neck. I'll show you how far we're going down on that side now. So it's the same here. I'm reaching down to his neck, and I'm starting to move down the side of his body. Now, I like to work 30 centimetres down both sides of the body, and I want the horse to stay dead straight like this all the time. And so we're just reaching into the freezer here. There you go, buddy. And a repetition, just the same. And I find that if you stand on your side, it's far more successful than standing straight on. When you stand on here and you reach forward, it seems to be more intimidating. So you just stand on the side, looking for that ice cream. Hope it's not out of date. Hey, hey, good man. Don't walk away. Come back right to where you should be. Stand still. Good man. Stand still. Good boy. Hey, reassure him everything's all okay. Then reach down and look for that out of date ice cream again. Now what I'm doing is just run my fingers through the base of his mane. Hang on, buddy. So, and it's important to do kind of like the same, you know, like 10-15 seconds on each side, so then they don't get used to one side, not the other. Come around again. Thank you, sir. Come on. Come on. Good man. Now, of course, we still haven't had a rope on this horse yet. Yeah, buddy. Hey. And of course we don't need one. Yeah, buddy. Good man. Good man. No, come here. So it's important to come to the front at this stage, because it's a little bit confusing for him if we stand just off there. If we stand more than 1 foot out from the horse, He's going to want to turn around and face us all the time. So that's what he's been taught to do from the start. Hey, buddy. Oh, don't breathe in me. Once again, just hold his bridge down. There we go. So now go off the neck, come back up onto the cheek, work the ears, change it up just that little bit, you know. There we go, buddy. Yeah. Down his neck, see that? Round his ear, onto his cheek, up there. And this is why we don't need a rope, because we just ask him for just for a bit of common courtesy here now. Go to the spot that he likes. You see his eyes dull up there, up in the middle of his head. Now he doesn't mind that now. And we're going down the side. Good boy. Now a little bit onto the shoulder, see that? Now you've got to be careful if you come down onto the chest bit, so you just got to work your way down to that, because that's a bit of a sensitive spot and can make them go up on their back feet. And look at that, beautiful, no problems. Hey, good man. So, repetition, see that? Repetition. And then we can just reach down that little bit more, get that rock and boot going a little bit. Hey, buddy. How you going? Mix and match it so he's got no issues. There you going, doing a good job. Hey, that's the side we're going to mount you on. Yeah, yeah. We get two hands going. Yeah, it's good. All right. Now, one of the reasons why we don't need that rope is just because, look at him. Why do we need to have a rope? If we have a rope around him and a halter on him, what we're doing is we're pulling on his head and we want the rest of the body to follow. But what we've done is we've drilled a hole and we've climbed in there. And we said, how you going? And we haven't heard him. We haven't seen him stress out any of the way through it. You know, he has got a little bit anxious, I suppose, at the initial stages. But all we're doing is repetition. And we're training the horse, or we're bagging the horse down with our hands, is basically what we're doing here now. And we'll be down his side here probably in the next 20 minutes. So we'll just have another little break while I rub down around his chest here. There's nothing you're going to miss. Okay, so we've had about 20 minutes off. Notice he's looking at me as I come in. I haven't asked for him to do anything. Yes, mate, I know you're there. Oh, g'day, fella. I know you're there. This is what I like about 4BP. The horses are just so responsive. Hey, buddy. See, 20 minutes off to have a little bit of a think. Not too worried. This is what I call my go-to spot. Some more ponies there. Think about me, mate. So the other thing too, so this is my go-to spot. This is the spot I like to go to when something's happening and I'm going to calm him down. So while we're going down his side or doing something to him, I tend to always go to this spot, because when you're riding on his back and you're in a competition or something like that, you can reach forward and just put your hand between his ears and just massage there like that, and that will calm him down. So if they're pacing or something before your competition, this is what I call my go-to spot. And look at his eyes all just starting to relax. So now we want to start moving down the side again, and now I want to stand, remember, 1 foot within 30 centimetres of the body. Hey, big fella. There you go. Hey, there you go. See, it's not so hard. Do both sides. Yeah, mate. There you go. Reach in there for the ice cream. No, buddy. I don't want to breathe it. No, you stink. Clean your teeth at the night time, because your breath's not all that good, eh? Don't. Come back. So you have lots of noise that's going on all over the place all the time. People walking around, horses changing yards, motorbikes riding about. Because when you're riding this horse in the traffic, you're going through a bushwalk and another horse comes along or something like that, you want this horse to listen to you. And you want this horse to say, hey, that's okay. Hey, get your head down, thank you. So it's common respect. That's not common respect what he's doing to me. Go, buddy. There you go. So now we're just starting to do this type of stuff. And while you can, and he's happy for you to stand here, milk it. And when he just about starts to get a bit turdy like that, step off. Give him that few seconds to think about it. Hey, buddy. Hey. G'day, mate. There you go. Hey. So you reach down the back of the fridge. Hey. Don't walk away. And then all of a sudden you're actually on his side. Come here, buddy. Hey. And because we don't have a rope on him, no, I'm on this side. I'm on this side. Face up. Don't be rude. So that's okay, we follow him, you see. Good man. We just follow him. If he keeps playing up, come back to the front, reset, get him all used to it, reach down the side just softly, and then spoil it by coming to the other side. Oh, geez. Because if you just stand here and persist at this one spot, and you persist and persist, so let's say he's here, doesn't like to be touched, and so you get there and you rub away, I'm going to teach you to enjoy this. It's just going to turn into a competition. He's going to fight you harder and harder. Okay, so just giving him another little spell. And it's just very important, I said it earlier, I'll say it again, very important not to overdo it with your horse. And we've had him do a lot today. Doesn't seem a lot, we've had lots of breaks and all. Ideally, like I said before, you have say 3 or 4 yards here operating, and you know, you do 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes. So your horse gets about 40-minute spell, and then he gets maybe 20 minutes, half an hour working. And this bloke, he's done really, really well today, considering that we've just kept at him, and he's had some good spells. But look at that. For a little pony that hadn't been touched, and now he's quite happy to stand here. We can go down both sides of his neck. This side here, you know, he doesn't mind me actually going down this side so much. I can come down onto his shoulder. And the main thing is, don't ask your horse for too much. We'll give that a haircut tomorrow probably. Don't ask him for too much. And look at that, see, he's cradled his head in there. He's happy for me to cover his eyes. He's doing everything I've asked. And if we keep pushing him, he'll start to get, you know, annoyed. And with his annoyance, he'll start to, you know, play up, and then you lock heads, and that's not good. It's not good for the horse. Just take your 15-minute spells, have a break. We've done spells up to 20 minutes, I think, today, so it's a fair bit for him. And of course, we're filming and doing everything at the same time, so really good job today with this young fellow. Very pleased. And in the morning, we won't put him back with the bulls tonight. He'll stay in his own pen tonight, and that way in the morning he'll be a lot fresher. He doesn't have to go back and fight with the rest of the stallions. So once we actually do this to them, especially from today, it's not advisable to put back with the stallions, because they become so soft. Something in here just turns the switch off, and then everybody wants to beat on them. So anyway, good work, young fella, and we'll start again tomorrow. Okay, so we just had him in the other pen in the round yard, and I brought him out into this pen, which is 13 metres by 13 metres. And what we want to do is just do some some facing up, some walking around, magic rope stuff. And because he's getting a little bit nibbly in the round yard, and I don't know, a little bit confined space, we just open up the space so that he can now feel a bit freer. And we're going to put the start to use the rope. G'day, big fella. So, hey, come here, a little bit spooked in this bigger yard, are you? Come here, it's just the same, buddy. Yeah, this is why we put him into a bigger yard, because we already did this in a big yard. And once they come into the bigger yard, they sometimes feel a little bit lost. They've got all this space in here to get away. Hey, buddy, and we just pursue him, you see? Just keep going back. Good man, good man. How you going, buddy? Hey, just calm him down. G'day, buddy. How you going? Hey, you're a handsome lad, aren't you? Yeah, that always helps to make you calm down, doesn't it? That's a boy. So we just want to take him away from what we were just starting to lock heads of. He's not wanting me to go down his side. And yeah, that's a good one. Come here, mate. Face up. Face up. Good man. So this is where we were before. Don't despair that your horse, you'd let him back out of the round yard and he forgets to face you up. Not that he doesn't face you up, but he... Yeah, buddy, come here. It's the running face up, or what we call the running face up. Follow him back till he stops. Go, buddy, come here. Come here. Good man. Good man, hey? And then back off him. Always coming forward. Don't ever go out to the sides. You can come out to the side here to reapproach him, which makes him come around, but don't walk away when you're finished out to the side. G'day, buddy. It's all about keeping the horse straight. So if we walk out to here, the horse is going to follow us out to there. When we're finished with the horse, we want to walk straight ahead. That's what makes a 4BP horse stand up straight. Hey, buddy, come here. Oh, you got that head up again, hey? All right. So, we re-establish that, that's fine. Now we'd go for the lead rope. Now the lead rope that I use is a 12-foot lead rope, and it's a ski rope with just a heavy toggle on the end. So what we want to do now is just get his attention. So how you going, buddy? Show him the rope. That's good, isn't it? And then same as we were doing a butterfly kiss, we just want to come in onto him. How you going, buddy? And back out. And we want him to stay straight to us. How you going, buddy? Go in until he stops. Good man. Yeah, one more step for me too. There you go. And we just do this repeatedly. Same old story, repetition, and back out. And then we'll swap it to this arm. Do the same thing. Go in and go out. Preferably you want to pick a spot where you go in, where you know he's not going to move, and go out, and he's already thinking, oh well, he's going to go back anyway. There we go, you see. It's just another form of movement, and of course we get a whirling. If we go fast enough, we get a whirling, and we can actually hit the ground as we go forward. Yeah, buddy. And of course, we've done this on our own, then just reach out and say, it's all right, buddy. And this stops your horse from spooking, because he's learning the trust in us. He knows that there's something whirling around next to him, not stupid, and he knows it's making a slapping noise on the ground as I come forward, and yet this here he knows we're still old mates, aren't we, hey? So we'll turn him, so he's off of that position. Good man. Sometimes, you know, they get stuck in that one position. G'day, mate. How you going? You're a lovely horse, aren't you? Hey? Fancy the magic horse? There you go. All right, well that's good. In the last clip, whirling the rope and coming in and out and teaching the horse how to stand there. And as you can see, the horse can stand there. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to start to bag the horse with the rope. So he knows it's not hurting him to whirl around here. Oh, there's one we didn't do. He holds his head high though, this fella. There's this one above his head. There, mate. And back out again. Good boy. There you going. So, he knows that that's not going to hurt him. And now what we want to do is just put the rope against him. See, like that? We want to stay right in front of him. And we're not flogging the horse. You just got to try and learn to throw it and let it land. I like these ski ropes because they've got a good weight to them. A cotton rope with a back splice of about 4 inches is very good also. It's nice and soft, and it just gives you enough weight in the end to lob it. So you let it kind of like float in the air and then come down. And actually make sure that it goes over the other side as well. So we do the same thing. Now this is his bad side. Yes, very good. And occasionally reassure him, say that's good. That's good, isn't it? Eh? So you can do it around his front legs. It's very good for a horse that we haven't done anything with. We haven't bagged him or touched him or anything. It's because with 4BP we say hello and we get in here first. And as you'll see, as we progress from here, doing legs and the rest of it is so easy. So what we want to do now is get that right down, right up on his buttocks on both sides. Oh, that's very good. All right, so this is basically what we call bagging down with the rope. And we'll also do it with a cloth. And you can do it with your hands. But now, in the next clip, we will teach this horse to lead. In the last clip, we showed you how to bag a horse down with the rope. Of course, we use this ski rope, and it's just a matter of making sure that he stays still. And we did all of that in the last clip, so that's no problems. Now we're going to teach him to lead. So once again, with the same ski rope, use your heavy end, and because we've bagged him down, there's no issue. Use the weight and you flick it and it comes straight over the neck. So as you throw it, it gets to a certain point, and then if you just hang on to it, there it comes. Now if you can't reach in, he's a little bit towy, just give that a couple of flicks like that. Then you get this rope, flick underneath that one, and you've got it out here and you're in the safety zone, and I haven't even moved my feet. He's not a wild horse, so that's okay. Now, this is how we teach a horse to lead. If we pull out here, 9 times out of 10, they don't know what we want, and they just pull back. But because we've taught this horse to follow us around the yard, what we do is we're giving him a visual command now. He can see this rope. He doesn't particularly know that it's connected to his neck, but as we go out, we'll just put a little bit of pressure on, so walk up, good man. We don't need much more than that, do we, buddy? Same thing this time, walk up. I just add that little bit of pressure as I'm coming around, walk up. Hey, you got me on the rail, buddy. Walk up, there you go, good man. And that's all we're looking for. We're introducing him, as you can see, this it's not tight at all, it's just a loose loop. Walk up, just see, there we go. Just that little bit of pressure on his neck. Walk up, there we go. It's just like a fish is nibbling on your line about to take the bait, and you know that you can just jiggle it a little bit, walk up, and we're just applying that tiniest little bit of weight to that rope. Here he comes, see, he's starting to follow me. Walk up, walk up, walk up. There we go. And as he comes around, you just add that little bit of weight. Walk up, walk up. Good man. All right. So this is his introduction to the rope. Come back the other way. And same thing, I'm just adding a little bit of tension. Not all the time. Pressure and release, you see? Walk up, using my voice command. Walk up. Good boy. That's the way. Good man. So now, we just come off to the side a little bit. Walk up. Walk up. Good man. Doesn't matter that he goes in reverse because we're just teaching him to come off to the side. There we go. Come back this way, buddy. Walk up. Walk up. Walk up. Good boy. Doesn't matter, you can teach him to walk in here, or you can teach him to walk right out in the end of your 12-foot rope. It doesn't matter. I like to be out in the end of the rope because a lot of horses won't lead properly when you get a distance away. There we go, perfect one. And you just add that little bit of tension as he comes off that front foot. Walk up. Good boy. There you go, you just learnt to walk. You just learnt to walk on the lead. Come on, buddy. Walk up. Walk up. Keep coming around the circle because that's, there you go. Because that's what we do. Good man. There you go. It's the slightest bit of pressure and he come forward. Walk up. And I generally break it with just going over to say, good boy. Walk up. Walk up. Come here, buddy. That's it. He's got too much respect to run away. Good man. Good man. Look at that. 2 steps that time. Good man. Oh, you're a clever boy, aren't you? You are. Come on. Walk up. See how I just give enough. I don't even know if you can see the tension on the rope. Just enough tension just to make him come forward. Good boy. Repetition, 1 step at a time. Come on, buddy, walk up. Walk up. Come around to the side and just ease him forward. I hope that's easily seeable on there. Okay, repetition. All right, we'll go on to the next clip. So we've done about 2 minutes leading there, and in the last clip was to teach the horse how to lead. It's just repetition. You can see that. So now we've got the horse to learn to walk, lead off of our rope. I want to explain this. When we start, we've got no rope and we're magic roping him. We're just, wherever we walk, he's coming with us. So I like to use this white ski rope because of its colour also. It's highly visible. When we're leading him now, he's put 2 and 2 together, that the rope is got him connected. There's no pressure on it, you see. He's just coming forward because I'm asking him. And you're a good, clever horse. But now, what we're doing is we've added the white rope to the scenario. So when the white rope's out here, he sees the white rope, he puts 2 and 2 together, and he wants to come where the white rope is. You see, no weight on that at all. So this is how the mouthing comes into it. This is how we will mount the horse with nothing but this rope, and we will steer him around with nothing but this rope. And this is how we mount the horse. I mean, it's lots of little stages, but it's from the very first moment we walk into the yard. And now it's very highly exciting when the horse comes to this stage, because everything is starting to fall together for him. All the building blocks are coming to one. So we did the leading in the last episode. Here you go, buddy. And now what we're going to do is teach him the cloth. Come on, mate. That's a boy. So we've got to introduce him to the cloth. Yeah. Good man. So let him smell the cloth. That's the way, buddy. Hey. Reaffirm that it's all okay. There you go. Hey. Good man. So you got all your go-to spots now. So what you want to do, you can use a rope if you want. We may have to. We'll just see if we can do it without a rope first. Hey, mate. So the reason why we don't use a rope, or it's best not to use a rope, we find that we're tugging on the horse. So that's a little bit long, that one. There you go, buddy. So there you go. Hey, he's already been roped down with the rope. There you go. Hey, just gently flop that against him. Once again, we don't want to upset the horse or scare the horse. Hey, buddy. Hey, what's that? Look at that. There's no doubt about the trust of a 4BP horse. Hey, that's your first time. Yeah. There you go, buddy. So we just flop that against him. Oh, look at that, magic. Good work, buddy. Same thing, flop it over, the same as we did with the rope, we do with the cloth. Same sides, make sure you do both sides. And we're standing in front of him to keep his head nice and straight. Good man. Repetition, remember? Always, always. Just again, again, again. So we make him move. Come with me, please. Come on, you lazy old horse. There you go. Now we move his feet just to make sure that he wasn't stuck on the spot and he doesn't think that this, the bag only works in one spot. So that's good. Good man. Once again, we got noise going on all the way around us as well as this. Hey, what's that? Hey, what is that? Hey, good man. So, hey. Because if we want to put a horse cloth on him at some stage, we've got to get him used to all of these things. Man, that's amazing. Hey, that's amazing, isn't it? That's your first time. First time you had a cloth over your head. Hey? But he does stand there and allow me to close his eyes, so I guess it's nothing too amazing, is it, mate? Okay, so now we can actually flop this against him a lot harder, trying to make that little bit of a noise, but not hurt him. Of course, he's going to a leather stirrup or a leather flap or a stirrup on the saddle is going to strike him harder than that. Oh, that's good. All right, perseverance. Just the cloth. Now this one is just an old sweat cloth from a saddle. It can be a sheet off your bed if you want. Old doona cover. Just anything just to make a bit of a noise. Hey, how's that? That's a little bit different, isn't it? Hey, now see he's concerned about it. Put your hand on his head, your go-to spot, remember? And see him calm down straight away. Because now that I'm touching him, he's like, wow, that's never going to hurt me because Joe is never going to hurt me. And so whatever he's got in his hand flopping around, he's not going to let that hurt me. See, look at that. 4BP. So we just did bagging down on this horse in the last clip. How we introduced him to the bag and then we bagged him down. The bagging down you really can never do too much. It's one of my favourites. When I've got students here, trainees, doing their traineeships on training with the 4BP method, this is what they spend a lot of their time doing, is getting used to the horse and bagging down. Now, earlier on, this horse wouldn't allow us to go down his sides. And I don't force that. When the horse is ready to allow us to go down the side, he'll let us down there. And with this bagging down, it allows us to come down his side. So he's not quite so worried about us coming down the side. So every now and then just stop, have a talk to him, tell him how handsome he is, There you go, buddy. And then there you go. You're testing him. That's what this is all about. You're testing him. Now notice we still don't have a rope on him. We taught him to lead, but then we took the rope back off because we don't need that. If we got to anchor a horse down to the ground, we might as well catch him and choke him to start with. But we want the horse to be free, and we want the horse to stand there all on his own. Hey buddy, all on his own free will. And that is what 4BP is all about. Oh, you're a bit tired, mate. Hey? They say the horse is relaxed when he yawns in your face, so there you go. Oh, that's the double yawn, or you didn't get much of a sleep last night. Hey? Or you're tired of the bagging. There we go, buddy. And I like the big flops, because you don't forget you've got to be up on his back at some stage, and you want to be able to take your hat off and chase it, shake it at the cows or the cars that cut you off in the street. And so there's going to be plenty of flopping around like that, and on the ground. Reach out, assure him everything's okay. Hey buddy, there you go. Bang it against yourself. Reach out. Hey buddy, come here. There we go. We don't want to scare him. We want to get him familiar to the noise. Hey, he might be wearing a big set of leather chaps and they're chafing in the middle or something. And it's the same as approach. Just practice with this cloth. This cloth probably only costs you a few dollars, but it's a very important piece of horse training. And I mean, this can take, you can use an hour or so on this, but we just do a little bit all the time. There's a cloth nearly in every yard, and we'll bag them down with the cloth all the time. You're just standing there waiting for someone else to do something, grab a cloth and start bagging the horse. And of course, we'll work our way down our sides with the cloth. And so we'll start to reach further and further down, and then next thing we'll be standing next to his shoulder, and we'll be, that's it buddy, that's the way, just like that. And then we walk out because that was a good thing for him, and then we come back in again, and he thinks, oh well, that didn't hurt last time the old mate stood there. Did it, mate? Hey? No, that's right. And then he allows us to walk further and further down his side. Repetition, and don't stop until you're happy. Okay, so old mate doesn't really actually mind me going down that side some, but he's really being difficult to come onto this side. There's a few ways of doing this. It's not a fact that he's not wanting to look at me with this eye. Sometimes you can just hold your hand up like this, so that eye's not looking at you, and this one. Just standing here and very patiently getting him used to you standing on this side, and just giving him his favourite scratch in different spots. And then you've just got to try and gauge yourself down. You see, he keeps going and trying to get on that side. Just try and use an open hand and hold his head that way, then walk away and come back. Same thing. Always use your hand like this to slide in, and then you can use your hand on his palm of his face just for him to get used to you standing there. As soon as his eye relaxes, just walk away a bit. Come towards him. Use your hand to just kind of like slide in and push his head across. Don't argue with him too much. If he's starting to throw his head around and argue with you, just take a step back. But this bloke, he's not wanting me to go down his side. So all I'm doing now is just getting him used to standing here. So he's used to me standing here, then he's used to me standing here at 10 o'clock, and then I want to stand at 9 o'clock. And there I am now. So I'm just leaning back and I'm doing it the subtle way. Hey buddy, let him relax some. Hey, Can I scratch? Oh, you just woke up. It's all right, buddy. It's all right. So, same thing. See how he's arching his neck to force me out from this side for some reason. So just take that step forward. See how he's trying to come around? That's a good one. I'm glad you're doing that, buddy. Hey, step back out, come around to the front. See him bending his neck? And we just need to stand here. Hey, and he'll relax. It's time consuming. It might be 5 or 10 minutes just for his rest of his life. So it's not that much of an issue. G'day, buddy. Hey, it's by stealth that we go down his side. Yeah, buddy. It's just something that he's just getting stuck with, that he says, no, for whatever reason, I feel a little bit exposed if you go down that side. See, he's relaxed his head, he's straightening up. I just move around a little bit, basically like a rocking boot. Just rocking backwards and forwards. And because what I'm doing is I'm creeping space. I'm just kind of going forward. See, I'm straightening his neck. Go, buddy. And then when he's about right, lifts his head clear like that, I walk forward again. And repetition. Everything's repetition here. Okay, buddy, see him bend his neck again. It's all right, I'll just stand here. Good man. Look at that, a lot more relaxed now. Much better. And that's only been a couple of minutes. Go, mate. Something we've got to work on it, because we've got to climb on his side and go down his side. So, hey, buddy. If you've got a horse that's already trained, it's very easy to fix. Hey, buddy. Okay, so we just did the last video. That's the way, boy. And this boy's he's not wanting to let me down that one side. So we're already covered on how to sneak down that side, and now we're going down that side. Good man. Hey, good man. So pick on the spots that he likes. So this fellow, he likes it around the eyes. So you got one hand operating on his head. There you go. Even two hands. Get around that eye. And now I'm quite freely standing on this side. And I just don't try and overdo it. Hey, buddy. And we're just standing here. We're not restraining him. He can do whatever he likes. He's backed into a corner, not right up hard, but just hey. Always remember, if a horse is going to shoot forward, you want to be on the side of him. G'day, buddy. And me, I like to pick on their eyes, because while you're scratching their eyes and rubbing their eyes, they don't care. So I'm right down past the wither there now, and I'm coming down the side of his rib. And he's straightened up for me, and that's when I walk away. Straight forward. Hey, buddy. Yeah, how you going? That's the way. So straight in onto the eye. Yep. See, he still wants to come over this side, but he's not fighting with it so much now. I know, you gotta stay on that side, buddy. Yeah. Good man. No. Good boy. Yeah, you go. He's a real nuzzler, this one. Ever since he first came in, he's one for pushing you around with a nose. He loves his lips. Another clip on working down this boy's side. And we showed in the previous clips how to get onto this one side, and what we're doing now is we want to get in underneath his neck, and we're coming in so we can put one hand here while we get our hand going on that side. And just in the last 30 seconds or more, see, I'm starting to clap him on that side, and I want to keep his head that side, so I just put his hand on that cheek. And I want him to relax while I'm here. Just give his neck a good old massage. There you go, buddy. And then straight back out. Repetition. There you go, fella. Now before, he was bending his neck right around here, forcing me off. So what we're doing now, same thing. See, still trying to do it. Hey, buddy. Put your hand over his head, that's fine. And you slide this hand up onto his cheek, and slap him on the other side, because it's using the other side of his brain. That generally neutralises him. There you going, hey? Okay, now we can give him a bit of a eye scratch and all that type of stuff. Now, if you're scared of biting, and this bloke here, I don't know if he's going to give me a little love nip, the easiest way is when you come in here, you put that cheek against this shoulder, and then you pull in on the other side of his neck. So when I pull on his neck, see what happens to his mouth? So if I feel like he's going to do something, so I raise my shoulder and push his nose out that way. Okay, so when we get in nice and close like this, we're now bagging him down with our hands. And you want to lean your body against him, and you want to be at his front leg here. And what I like to do is just get my hand gently on that one side and see him sway. And that really loosens the horse up. They become really quite responsive, moving them from side to side like that. I don't know, it's just, I suppose, you know, you want to touch them and they're all rigid, but if you can actually just give them that nice little gentle sway while you massage their neck and feel them over, they relax much quicker. It's page fillers. There you go. There you go, buddy. There you go, honey. Here you go, big fella. Yeah. Hey, big fella. Hey, you're getting pretty good at this, aren't you? Yeah. You like these big cuddles? Yeah. Yeah, you do. You're a smooch. Hey? Clancy the smooch. Mm. Hey. Old smooching horse. Yeah, smoocher. Oh, look at that. You old smooching horse. You are just a pussy cat. Meow. There you go, big fella. Hey, you handsome hound, aren't you? Hey. Yeah, a handsome hound. Yeah. bro hug, eh? Do a bro hug. Hey? Don't move. I said, don't move. Did you see him move? I told him not to move. Don't move. Hey, not all the time do I want to get down the side. Yeah, sometimes I want to stand here too, you know. Yeah, that's right. No, don't bend your neck. Good man. That's the way. Yeah. Hey, you're just starting to get this at long last, aren't you? This is your stalling point. Yes. Yes. This is where you stalled. That's alright. That's alright, we don't care. We'll fix you. We'll get you going. Hey. Sometimes they scare you, don't they? Yeah, that's right. buddy, as long as you don't lose all your stuff. Yeah? As long as you don't lose it all, buddy. Good man. You're doing a very good job now, aren't you? Hey? Doing a very good job now. That's a good example now of how you should be. Nice and calm, nice and straight. So I can walk up here and I can start bagging him from here. And he should be nice and straight, nice and calm. And if I want to, I can walk down his side. If I don't want to, but I should be able to just walk down. He loves putting his head right on my shoulder. There's some type of comfort thing for him. But he's a lovely horse, aren't you, buddy? Hey, you stalled for a while, but you're coming good. Hey, it's all starting to make sense to you now, isn't it? That's what I want. That's the horse I want. I want the horse that I can do this. Hey, I want to be able to bag a horse as I'm walking up to him without kissing him. And I want him to keep still. Hey. And when I walk off to the side, I want him to follow me. It's not like he's frozen to that one spot. And I can bag him where he stops. Now, if we had a rope on him, we can teach him to stand still as well. But because we don't have a rope on him, he chooses to stand still. He doesn't stand still through resentment or any other heavy-handed method of making him stay there. He stands there because I ask him to. Isn't that right, buddy? Hey, just because I ask you to. No other reason. Wake up. Now all I'm doing is asking this horse to do something for me. I'm not telling it or forcing it. I'm just saying, look at him resting his somewhere again. I'm just saying, stand there please. You know I'm not going to hurt you. We've started this relationship in a nice manner, and we want it to stay that way. You can't watch what I'm doing. You can feel what I'm doing, but you can't watch. Alright? You do want to watch. Well, you're not allowed to watch. Okay? Once again, if he wants to fight the head around. No. Don't go out too far. Stay within your 1 foot zone. So I'm about 2 feet forward, but I'm within my 1 foot zone off the side. I'm on this side. Alright, I'm on the side. So we don't want to stop just because he wants to turn his head that way. That's the whole concept. Get your head out of the way. That's it, boy. And you stop walking and you stop trying to watch me. That's when we stop. I know. Good man. I know. There you go. See? You don't need to look. Keep your head straight. Alright? Dude. There you go. You're welcome. You're getting a bit itchy, are you? Hey? We're going to put a halter on. I go for these rope holders, and we make these ourselves, and they're very rigid. And I like a rigid rope halter. Rope because they're easy, they lay around. These ones are, well, like I say, they're homemade, but they stay rigid, but they're a soft rope. He's never had a halter on him, and because we bag him down and we do everything, it's not much to offer him a halter. As you can see, you would think that horse has had it on a million times. I can guarantee you, with my hand on my heart, that's the very first time he's ever taken a halter onto his head. Hey, buddy. And why would he not want to do anything else? You know, because we've bagged him down and we've roped him down just like this. So why would he bother? So, give me, buddy. You got a bit of long hair to get around there. And we put the halter on. If you want to, you can take it on and off and on and off, but that's really if you've, that's only if you've, you know, trained him traditionally. This way, no need for it. As you can see, we pop that on there like that. Incidentally, I want to make a point of this too. If you have a lot of horses, and some may ask why we whirl the rope. One is because we want the horse to be quiet and not flinch when something's going on around. Keep still. And we're coming in like this, but this is the main reason. Having grown up with a lot of horses in stock camps, when you go in to get a horse, and let's say we've got 5 horses standing here, and they're shoulder to shoulder looking at you, but they're a bit touchy to catch. And if you can swing your rope like this, you can swing between the 2 horses and you've got your latch on, and you can reach back down that side and all of a sudden you have your horse caught. That's one of the main reasons I like this way. And as you can see, he's a terribly wild horse now after a couple of hours of training. Okay, so we're going to go on to pre-mounting. So we're just doing a little bit more joining up, introducing the second trainer to the horse. Okay, you can start venturing down his side a little bit, staying close to him. Now you see where her feet are? That's in the safety zone. One boot in each direction of that front foot is in your safety zone. So if he comes lurching forward, you're okay. He can't strike you, he can't kick you. Now, I've already run my hands all over him and we've already bagged him down. It's just a matter now of building the trust with the second person. And then once he gets a bit more trusting. Now, I can stand out here where I'm free from everywhere. Come here, buddy. Sorry, mate. I'm just upsetting you a little bit, aren't I? Yeah, I know. There's 2 people on you. So, notice this is here for safety reasons because there's 2 of us and we don't want to get mangled up. But while she's doing that, because I'm the original horse trainer in the yard with him, I can try not to get on 2 opposite sides, try and stay straight down the centre of him. Come here, buddy. Or stay on the same side, and I stay here, you see, and I can keep his head occupied while the other trainer works the side. Hey, big fella. Hey, you got the weirdest of hairdos. Yeah. Yeah, mate. Okay, come out and swap sides. He's got a little knock on his leg there in the flies. I've just put some ointment on it, but he still keeps lifting that foot to shake the flies free. Oh, down you go. How you going, big fella? Hey? Oh, everyone's been waiting to watch you get trained. Yes. And I find it's always better to talk to the horse at all times. I can see his eye looking right back there saying, what is going on? Two of you picking on me. I only had one picking on me earlier. Now there's two picking on you. Yeah. But once he realises that it's all much the same. Hey. Now I'm wearing, someone may have noticed I'm wearing glasses now. I'm past the eye contact stage, so that's of no issue. And now your rope should be loose. There's nothing worse than seeing people hang on to a rope like this. Just keep your rope loose, because it's only for safety reasons. We're not here to tie him to the ground with a rope. I highly resent lead ropes and halters. I like a horse just to stand there all on its own. Hey, buddy. Got a little skinny nose, haven't you? Hey. You're not like that last one I trained with a big fat nose on him. Yeah. You're the skinny nose breed. Alright, back out of there and we'll swap sides again. Actually, just back and I'll just give him a break a little bit. Okay, down that side. Now, it's always important that to stay close to your horse when you're doing this. I tend to lay on them a bit, just so they know where I am, and there's not so much of a shock. And where you can, you have two hands operating all the time. Because I'm a little bit taller, I like to put one hand over the neck and I rub it one on one either side. And we're going to start playing the drums down his back. Two hands, that's it. It's the two-hand job. I think if he had the option, he would go to sleep right now. And the beautiful part of this is, this horse hasn't broken into a sweat, not once, in the last probably 2.5 to 3 hours we've been training him. And we've been able to just proceed with him quite gently. He's not a fast training horse. The last horse we trained, we were already sitting on his back at an hour and 45 minutes. But Clancy here stalled on not letting us going down the side, which is great for a training movie because we get to show how to fix that. Okay, you want to swap sides again? Clancy, don't move. Yes, he is. He's starting to relax completely and totally. Okay, just watch yourself. I'm going to take his visual aid off now. And I'm just going to stand here in front of him. Now having the two hands bounce on him like that is fantastic. Somehow they know that you've got the two hands, you're a little bit more vulnerable. I should whistle out loud, I think, just to wake him up. Now notice he's staying in the safety zone. because we're not proceeding out of that safety zone until we know that his back legs are safe. If you're not too sure, take your time, just so you're not injured. There's no rush to do this. This is already possibly the world's fastest training method, so there's no need to be worrying about records. All the horses train at their own rate. There's no pressure for them to train any quicker. Due to the training that we're showing in this video, we are going quite a bit slower so that we can explain our whole system as we go. And with time, your speed will you'll get a lot quicker at this. So now we got him fairly familiar with the second person, and we're going to walk him out here, and we're going to start showing how to walk up. Same again, walk him off to the side. That's it, good man. Come on. We'll show how that we do a mounting. Okay. I'll walk you through it as we go. So once again, we have a safety rope on, and because what we've done is we're desensitizing this stallion, and I'm going to pacify him on his head a little bit, and Lauren here is going to start leaning on the horse and getting some weight and just moving around basically right at this front leg on both sides. And we're just teaching him that we're going to be leaning on him, perhaps bouncing against him. Aren't we, buddy? That's what we're going to be doing. And remember to stay in the safety zone, which is one foot either side of this front leg. Come here, buddy. Don't keep permanent pressure on his head rope. We want him to be relaxed. That's it. Pull some weight down onto him. Cool. Swap sides. Don't overdo it so the point that he starts to walk or goes away. It's like everything else. Just persistence. Come here, buddy. Head straight. Good man. Repetition, repetition, repetition. This is a beautiful part of 4BP where it doesn't matter if you're not a real fit person. You can actually just teach the horse to have a mounting block there. I've done it myself. I suffer from a broken back, and I have a big tree log that I park the horse next to, and I stand up on that and I lean over the horse. See, I don't have to pull on his head. That's it. Just a little bit of tension to say, hey, it's okay. No, now that's where it's safety. Come here, buddy. He's about to shoot between the two of us. Yay, fella. So, with the 4BP stuff like this, it's just gradual. That's it, buddy. Have a big breathe out. Okay. Now show how we just do a little jigger. That's it. You see that? Because that's like swelling the rope, and it's like all of the bagging down and stuff like that. Okay, do another jiggle. Now you should see a move to music. Okay, swap sides. Because we want to do this without setting the horse off. So we're just going to swap sides until he's that bored he wants to fall back to sleep again. That's it. Just jigger, jigger. Hang on, buddy. Yeah. And I'm just entertaining his head just by, you know, stroking him, having a yarn. Just standing here because this is in front of him and he knows that this is the location where I should be standing. There you go, right, I swap sides. And you'll notice that Lauren is also placing her hands on his back, and as she's jiggling up and down, she's pulling down on his back at the same time. So she's putting downward pressure on the back and feet aren't even leaving the ground, and it's just a matter of this whole motion. Now sometimes a horse, you can do this about 3 times either side and you're on its back. But Clancy, being down in fighting with stallions for a little bit longer than normal, and he's been trying to aspire to be the king of the stallion mob, it's just he's a little bit more sensitive to all of this, which makes it great for a instructional video, because you get to see the problems. Now you see how she's now making a noise with her feet. Just do that again. I don't know if you can hear that, but she is. Good work. Now swap sides. Like I say, it's repetition, repetition, repetition. We just keep swapping, we keep straightening his head, and we keep doing the same thing. Okay, that's good. Okay, so we're just proceeding on from the previous clip before this. You can see now with his eyes, he's much calmer. Look at these, nearly half asleep. And you can see with her hands there now, she's really starting to put some weight on him. Hey, come here, stallion. Come here. So I was just straightening him up. Once again, this is only for safety. And it's only there, hey, only there for safety reasons, and it should have no pressure on it at all. Okay, do the same on this side. Just concentrate on his eyes as we do this, because we're going to do a bit of repetition, going from side to side. Now she's making a noise with her boots, and you can see she's slapping herself against the horse. Come here, buddy. She's slapping herself against the horse and now taking a fair bit of weight. So as you go back around the other side, you'll see this again. You'll see, actually, watch her arms, concentrate on her arms, and you'll see that, see the weight? See how she's dispersing that weight across his back and doing it right as close above that front leg as possible. So all your downward weight, just wait there, all your downward weight wants to be as close to this front leg as possible. Okay, away you go. Now this is a mature stallion, so it can take just about anything dished out to it. Hey buddy, here you go. Keep your head straight, buddy. Okay, so we're getting close to actually doing a little bit of a flop on him soon. It's in real time, people. There's no editing here, there's no cutouts. This is actually as quick as. There you go, you see that? Did you miss it? There you go. See, actually on that horse's back. Keep your head straight, buddy. Alright, go around the other side and do it again. So you just saw it right before your eyes. Horse was just mounted for the first time. Come here, mate. Both stay on the same side. Alright, can you see that? Come here, fella. And there it is. Oh, that's alright, buddy. It's alright. Go with the horse. Come here, buddy. Now, see, this is the safety reason. If he's going to bolt and somebody's in the way, good man. Look at that. What a beautiful horse. Come back here, mate. Come on. He's walking to you, not me. Okay, so straight into it again. So he knows that this is so good having these things happen. It shows that just because he had a little freak out and he wanted to run away, that we bring him straight back and we go straight into jumping on his back again. Good work. Just give him a spell at that. Have a chat to him. Now, of course, without the rope and the halter, it takes a little bit longer, and we just pursue the horse again. It's just, you know, it's just that he made a mistake, that's all. It's not even a mistake. Okay, do it again. It's just that he got freaked out a little bit. Hey, fella. Yeah, you haven't even had 2 humans close to you up to, what, 35 minutes ago. And now you got one jumping on your back. Hey? There we go. Good work. Alright, just give him a spell and swap sides. Hey? Yeah. Okay, do it again on this side. Now what we're doing is we're now proceeding beyond the point of the noise, and we're now starting to stay there and leave that weight on his back just momentarily, a little bit longer and a little longer. You see that? Okay, start there a little bit longer this time, and you get really good fit. There you go. Good man. See, there's plenty of rope on that, and I'm not wedging him down. I think he feels so embarrassed after he went for that little walk around the yard just now that he doesn't want to move. Come here, buddy. You got a fly in your eye. Hey? You got a fly. Yeah, man. Okay. So we had pre-mounting, weight bearing, and actually going over the horse. And now we're just going to go on. Nice loose rope again. Standing here in front of the horse, just do a couple of up and downs. Try and keeping your weight over this leg. The front legs is where you want to try and keep your weight. And it doesn't matter if you flap around and flounder and stomp on the ground and stuff, because that's all the stuff that he has to get used to. At the moment he's got stallions fighting in the background, and he's wondering why he's not over there having the fight as well. Okay, so now flick your leg over and down. That's it. And do it again. Straight back over. We do this a couple of times. I'm just here to pacify the head. And again. Okay, so this time go and you just poise that little second there in the middle where you would normally be sitting to ride, and slow it all down. So we're doing a little bit more weight bearing on his back rather than just going over. It's just like bagging a horse down, but it's with your entire body. Hey buddy. See, like that, and back down again. So this time take a sitting position like you're going to ride him. There you go. Look at that. 4BP. All the way. Do it again, just in case it was a mistake. Get on your buddy. And down. Alright, now let him have a think about it. Oh, he's just like, oh, there's a human there again. That's it, have a bit of a chat to him. Okay, and away you go again. Oh mate, completely different horse than when we started a couple of hours ago. Hey buddy, hey? Alright. And this time, flick up there and stay right in the sitting position. Riding position, I should say. Oh mate. Now you notice with his eyes that, you know, we're bagging him down. Come here buddy. We're bagging him down, we've roped him down like we bagged him with the rope. We've given him all this education, and so sliding on and off of his back now is just the natural progression of things, and so he doesn't really care, as you can see. Okay, slide over again. Good work mate, good work, hey? That's the way, old mate. Okay, so we're going to do a mounting and a walk off on the first step. So hop up there. That's it, straight up there. Okay, so we got to this stage, and the videos before now have displayed this already. And what we're going to do is we're going to teach him to move off with weight on his back. So we say, walk up, we're looking for one step, that's all. One step, good man. And now he didn't move his back legs and he's a bit stressed out, so I'll just take him around a little bit further. Walk up mate, good man. Good man, that's all we want. Don't want a big walk or anything. We just want to teach him how to walk off with weight on his back. Walk up, because we've done this all with the magic rope. Good man. It's very important not to let him go more than one step really, because you want him just to to get used to it. Walk up. He's got 2 humans behind him. Walk up. Good man. Good boy, hey? All right. Yeah. Notice how concerned he is? Just take note of those old sleepy eyes. This is, we'll have to measure the minutes on this, but it hasn't been a great deal of time to get the horse to this stage. Hey buddy, walk up. You have to be awake to do this, mate. Walk up. Walk up. Good man. See, pressure release. I'm not pulling tight on him or anything. Walk up. Walk up. Good man. You're a good boy. Walk up. Good boy. Now we just do a couple together because he keeps falling asleep. Good man. Good man. That's a really good boy. So, same thing, we come back this way. If you're pulling real hard, you know there's something wrong. Because remember, he will follow us around the yard without the rope, because that's called the magic rope. We now have a visual aid that he can see as well. Walk up. So, just by me walking around, he should walk around all on his own. And the only difference is we're teaching him to bear weight. Yeah, mate. What a good horse. Okay, so I don't get too fussed about walking forward at the moment. Walk up. Walk up. And even though we haven't taught this horse yet, this is called backing up. And normally it's very simple. It's only a matter of just putting pressure there and saying back up. And I push down on the nose at the same time, just gently. Back up. There we go, we're just giving the horse brakes. Back up. Back up. There you go. I know that may seem ridiculous, but that's all we do for brakes, is we teach the horse to go backwards. Back up. Back up. So when we're on the back of the horse, back up. Good man. Just one step at a time, and then we'll turn that into 3 steps. So now we've just walked him sideways, each way, and we've just made him go in reverse. The next clip, we'll show you how to ride with nobody on the ground. Just jump back up on top of him. Yeah, buddy. So in the last clip, we showed how to lead him off underweight for the first time. And this time, the rider's going to lead him off. Come here, buddy. Yep, that's going to work out fine. You take that rope. So, you can take all of that rope. So what we're going to do is, he's got the visual aid, and Lauren will pull on the visual aid, and because he's used to following me, he's going to come around anyway. Good man. Come this way, see, so the rope's there, and I'm here just to lead him around virtually. He sees that rope there, I walk around, walk up, walk up. This is where your voice aid comes into it. Walk up, good man. That's it, keep him coming. Good man. 4 BP all the way. Good man. All right, so once again, we just persist with this now. Repetition, repetition. And of course, Lauren is starting to use weight in her legs already. So what she's doing is she's pressing in here and giving him the weight transfer, transferring her body ever so much to this one side, indicating that when the weight turns to this side, he has to turn to this way. Walk up. Good man. Okay, now we swap over to the other side. Now this can be quite confusing for them, more so when it's traditional training, because you actually tie them off to one side.
Walk up. Walk up.
So I'll start him off myself. Walk up, mate. Walk up. Wake up. Wake up. Here, walk up. Walk up. Good man. That's it, mate. That's a super fast turn, wasn't it? Walk up.
Walk up.
Now see, he's confused because he's been going the other way, but there's no other way of doing it.
Walk up.
Come here, buddy. Walk up.
Walk up.
Walk up.
Good boy.
That's the way, champ. Yeah. And it really is, you can do this on your own, but walk up. It works a lot better if you have one trainer on the ground, and then of course we can start to walk a little bit straighter. Yeah, mate, just reassure the horse every now and then. There you go, buddy. And almost in all honesty, he's forgotten there's somebody on the back of him. Walk up. This is where the voice command's very important. Okay, now this is what we do. We take the end of that one and we just tie that in there. Now we have reins.
Walk up. Walk up.
Gonna go this way.
Walk up. Walk up.
And in a nutshell, that's 4BP. Don't try and walk him forward until he gets used to going in a circle, because once he's used to walking in a circle, he'll naturally start to walk straight. So there's no issue. You just need somebody on the ground that walks around. Now this is a 13 by 13 metre yard, and I prefer to use one of our riding pens, which are more like I think 30 by 30 and a 16 by 24. Alright, that's very good. Okay, I'll hop off unaided. Good work. In the last video, as you can see, there's a lead rope on him in a rein formation. We mounted the horse and we taught the horse to walk under weight. Now this is the very first time that he's being mounted with nobody standing in front of him, and we're going to try and steer him to the side. So what we're doing is we're applying pressure, saying walk up, and around he goes. Pressure and release, keep going. That's it, pressure and release. You see, as soon as he starts to move off, you release the pressure. Alright, try the other way. This is always the complexing part for them. Of course, Lauren's transferring the weight of her body to that one side also. And around he comes. Good work. Okay. And there's the horse. And now slide off. There you go. Mounted, dismounted, and moved. And we've never put a bit in him. He's only just taken a halter. And back him up. All in just a matter of a couple of hours. Definitely inside of 2 days. Push down on his nose and back he goes. Good man. What we're going to do is now that we've mounted him and we've ridden him, what we're going to do is we're going to teach to walk behind him. And just hang on to this horse for a moment. So how we do that, g'day buddy, we already can go up and down him. And what we do is we walk up and down. Now, up to now, 1 foot by 1 foot square around here has been our safety zone. So inside of that square is our safety zone for this horse. Now we're going to go out of our safety zone and we're going to walk around the horse and come back up the other side. Now we do so by moving backwards and forwards like this. And we've got our 2 hands going and we go down and we keep going down like that. And then we'll do that same on this other side. G'day mate. Hey. G'day mate. Same thing. We're just going up and down, and this is why we need to keep our heads on the horses straight. And we're just moving, rocking backwards and forwards. And my feet are not going off the safety zone, but my whole body is lurching back. And we need to desensitize down that end, because what we're going to do is we want him to feel relaxed. You see the little banana thing there, so that means we've got a bit more work to do. And we can go up and down like we're playing the old piano here. And then what we'll do is we're going to walk with our hand and we're going to go virtually out there, and we'll walk around and we'll come in on that side. And it's going to freak him out probably 4 or 5 times. But then he'll be right to the point where we'll just walk around behind him. Okay, so now Lauren's going around, same thing as I was doing earlier. There you go, just going down the side. The biggest freak out is when somebody comes in from the side, you see? Coming up, that's it buddy. My job is just to not really yank his head too hard back here, but just to keep that bit of tension on him. They all react completely different. Some turn inside out. Old mate is not real keen about it. But yeah, he's doing pretty good. So you run your hand along the spine there, and I was going behind there without any issue there just a minute ago, but I was coming back in from the side. So we swapped around because I've been the trainer, and he listens to me a bit more, and there you go. Shazam! Always the first time around. Shazam! Alright, make sure it wasn't a mistake and give him a chance to kick you this time. Keeping the hand on him all the way around. Oh, look at that. Stood up to attention. Good man. Back around again. That's the way. And always try and stay within that 1 foot of the body. Because as we step out 1 foot, and we'll show this tomorrow when this bloke's a whole lot more advanced, is that he's designed to turn and face you. Now, this is a stallion, and he's been running wild for the last, I'm assuming, 6 years at least, looking at him, maybe 7 years. And everybody thinks they're going to kick you out of the yard. And yes, they probably will. But with the 4BP method, the way that you've just been watching, to come up and introduce yourself to the horse and say, how you going buddy? And train him in a quiet and consistent manner, to have him in a position now where he's probably more likely to be embarrassed kicking somebody than ever even dreaming to want to. Look at him, he's completely quiet. Let's come back around again, watch his eyes. Round you come. No concern at all. Go back the other way. Coming around that way seems to concern him a little bit more. I notice he just still flinches just a little bit in that side leg, thinking that he's going to be attacked. And this is the point. With these stallions that we train, it's more about the horse is thinking that he's being attacked, and therefore if he's being attacked, whenever we come in from any direction, that's what concerns them. So around one more time. Good work. Okay, but I just want to demonstrate here, now that we're walking behind the horse and we've been riding it today, it's all about repetition. I know you've heard me say that all the way through, but it is. So, because when we're working on the front of the head here, we're going from side to side of the head. And we do that to get the horse familiar to the head. And so many trainers never touch the back end of the horse because, you know, that's the pointy end of the stick. But the way 4BP is, it's not. That end's just as important as this end, and we just keep going around and around and around. Repetition, again and again, until old mate just couldn't care less. Now we're already sitting on his back, we're already riding him around now, and what we're going to do shortly is we're going to show you how to slide off a horse's bottom and land on the ground. Now we can't do that. Now we do two hands going around him now. So we've got two hands on there, leave two hands on his bum as you go around and back up. There you see, two hands is a lot different to one. It's using both sides of their brains as it goes around. Notice we've got very loose rope here just for visual effect really. If he decided to kick her, there's not really too much I could do with this rope anyway. But it's only really to try and pull him off centre if he's going to crash into one of us, but we're kind of like past that stage. In actual fact, I'll just remove that now and throw it away. Okay, there we go. Two hands on there as we're going around. Okay, now when you come around this time, spring up on the riding position, slide off the other side and go around again. And around. Good work. Straight over again. Good exercise to keep fit and make the horse nice and quiet. No enticements from me, no bucket of feed, nothing like that. We still got birds swooping around and horses walking around out the yard, a bag flapping just there. There's all sorts of things going on around us, but old mate's just concentrating on us. Doesn't hurt for me just to step forward every now and then and give him a little bit of a scratch because he's such a handsome young pony. So what we're going to do now, as you can see, he's quite au fait with us bouncing on and off of him and walking behind him. So what Lauren's going to do now is just like that, move your legs around. She's going to bag him down from up on the top. So move your legs about, show how you bring your legs up and down onto his shoulder here. And because so far we've rubbed him all over every part of his body. And now what we're going to do, we want to move down its back. Now I've done plenty of these for YouTube, but this is going to show you exactly how we do it. We reach back, that's right, pat him down and around, his eyes are closed again. So venture backwards and forwards now. Now just remember this horse this morning, we'd only just put a bit of time into him to make him face up. Now it is important to kind of like stay awake here a bit too. It's generally speaking just the moving weight up and down his back, and once you get onto the rump is the point where they normally jump, but everything else is all fine. And I mean, we're only doing this on a horse that's around about 3 hours, so if you've got a horse that you've owned for 15 years it's probably a bit easier. But we've just taken a fighting stallion out of the mob and training it. Hey buddy. Yeah. Okay, then stop up the front of you and have a bit of a yarn to him. See, you go to spot to say, hey, it's all right buddy. Look at those eyes, fall asleep soon as he gets, he says, oh, okay, I can relax. All right, now go backwards and forwards again. You like that massage, don't you? Yeah, it's called a spinal massage. Yeah, big fella. Come back here. Look at me. That's right. That's the spot, you see? And that's where I just pull him up, so it's okay, buddy. That's it. Just sit back there this time. That's it. Just sit there for a bit. A little bit further now. There you go. Hey, big fella. So once again, come here, buddy. Once again, you're seeing this in actual time, first time. There you go. It's always a nerve-wracking thing being the rider in this job. It's even more nerve-wracking for the people sitting around thinking they've got to put them back together. That's it. We must be about ready to go over, aren't we? It's very hard to slide over a horse's bottom when you've got shorts on too, because your legs get stuck and you don't slide all that well. Right, see you later. See you later, alligator. And down she goes. Good work. Hey, good work. Shazam for the first time. Good work. And that's how you slide off a horse's bottom, 4BPY.
So this is Clancy back again for his riding. He's just been out with the geldings. So we did the basic riding around assisted and just riding around over in the training pen over there. He was up to, yeah, just being led, and so now we're just incorporating the more weight transfer, so using the legs and just getting into walk further distances around the yards and etc. So I'll get up and I'll show you better. So when Dad gives the horse to me, first thing I'll do is they don't know how to walk up properly on their own. So you'll give them the kick and they probably won't know the kick command. So you'll just take them off to the side, because when you're on the ground, you're walking them off and teaching them to lead, you're taking them off to the side. So when you're on the back, it's pretty much the same thing. You'll give the command, walk up. So you'll say, walk up, and you won't go. Let's just say he won't go. And you'll just take them off to the side and then they'll walk. So if you're having a horse that's, you know, you've just got on it and you're just harassing it, you're just saying, walk up, and you want them to go straight, but they don't know what you mean. So you've got to bring back something that they understand from the ground, which is taking them off to the side. So you'll pull them off and off they'll go. So once you teach them that, okay, they understand, yeah, you turn this way, that's walk up. Then don't be too concerned if when you first start riding them as well and you turn them one way and they just keep going in circles, and you turn that way and they just keep going and they're not walking straight. Don't worry about that, because eventually they'll just start walking off on their own. They'll get sick of going in circles and they just end up going off on their own. So that's okay. Don't stress about that. Your brakes too, there's a lot of body weight, so walk up, this is an example, so he's not going forwards there, so I just take him off to the side, walk up, and there he goes. Pretty simple. Your brakes, so I think we did it in the other yard in the last video, but for your brakes, when you first start off, you put your feet right up here and you're pushing just into the chest there, just lightly, and as soon as you take the step, you take your pressure off. And you're saying back up, pressure, and release. He gets that reward. And eventually, I don't know if he'll do it, but walk up, come on. There you go. Eventually, when they're walking, you just put your legs forward like that, and they should stop. And you always take them back 3 to 4 steps. That's how you get super sensitive brakes. And also, when you get on them, the first thing that I like to do, I like to teach horses that when you get on, you'll back them up straight away. So that way, when you get on them in the paddock or in another yard, automatically they know they have to go back, which means they're not going to try and spin off and run away. They're not going to try and, you know, turn and bite. All they're thinking about when you're getting on is going straight in reverse. Yeah, so it will eliminate problems in that. Walk up, walk up, walk up, walk up, and you'll go out to that side. So with the weight transfer, eventually you'll be able to just move with your knees. So what you do to start with is you've got your knee. I like to tuck this knee in. I'll come around there. So this one's in there, and I've got my foot just on the inside so I can just give that little bit of a niggle or a kick if I need to. And all of my weight is over this leg if I'm going that way. And this leg here, my right leg, I'll show you when I come around, but I use that, it goes forward, so I'm using my entire body, and I over-exaggerate it to start with, because if you over-exaggerate it to start with, and then you bring it back to just a tiny little pull, they'll know exactly what you want. As soon as your body comes off center, they'll spin around because you've over-exaggerated at the start. So I want to go around here, so I put my leg in there, give a little niggle, and around he comes. And this leg here is the one that's doing the pull. So if I want to go that way, it's swapped like that. You can see him shifting when I'm just doing the body. He didn't do it then, but he thinks about it. So walk up, try and get a video of that. Walk up. So that's the body weight shifting, legs in, and look at the rein. There's nothing on that rein there. Go back this way. See if we'll do that side. Walk up, walk up, walk up. Come on, walk up, walk up. Come on. There we go. So that's all it is. And another thing is, when you're turning, don't have your hands up here, right next to your, right on the wither, and then try and turn like this, or try and turn like that, because it will probably be pretty confusing. Try and go wide with your turns, because they've had that magic rope, and this is a visual aid. So they've seen the rope on the ground, and they've seen, you know, your magic rope. So when you're on the back, put your arm wide so they can see that, and they go, oh yep, okay, I see what you want. And it will help them get that picture of it as well. Yeah, and this is turning back here, that's back up, not go left, go right. Walk up. There you go. Walk up. There you go. So you give your weight command before you give your camera hold. You give your weight command before you give your rein. This is just an aid. This is, you don't need this. You can literally ride like that. You're doing this before you need have anything to do with that. So this is the actual command that you want to be focusing on. You don't need control of your head to ride the horse. I ride about 7 horses out here, just clean, nothing on them, because it's easier. They're focusing and you're focusing, and it's pretty easy. I don't really know. You can slide off their bum. Well, when you bring them in from a spell or something and you want to slide off their bum. So he's had his bum slid off, that's in the last video, but so you've just brought him in and you don't know, you just rode around him and you're not sure, so you just give him a bit of a rub over, pat him down a bit, not too sure what he's going to be like, and then just recap him. So like I showed in the other video, you're just doing that shuffle backwards and forwards. You can just do a swing of your legs and you'll just shuffle backwards and forwards, just the same as the first time he ever did it. Good man. Just reassure him and go straight back. There you go. Yeah, that's right. So you don't flinch. See how you flinch then? But I didn't, I just kept going. Don't flinch, like Dad's said it before, the ripple effect. Don't freak out, because they'll freak out. And look at him now, he didn't care, because I didn't care.
So we've got Clancy, and we're going to saddle him. Grab you a good old trusty rag. Put a rope on him if you want to. I'm not too worried about it. Now, we've done this. So we've been doing this ever since day one, virtually. As we're bagging him down and keeping his head straight. So, he doesn't care. So that's all good. Now, the difference, or the similarity is, the fact that because we're bagging him down, so when we take a cloth, the cloth is only going to be a different colour. So it doesn't really matter. Just reassure your horse. I generally just put my hand somewhere on his neck. Sometimes I'll go up here if he's really upset. Stay within your 1 foot. Don't be standing out here trying to do something completely different, because you know he's going to face up to you. So just, okay, so we don't have to worry about that. Now, I don't bother putting a cloth on at this moment, because what we want to do is we want to put the saddle on and off, so we don't want to be arguing with the cloth while we're doing that. So here we have, I use this old Western saddle because it's got a nice good hand grip in it, and I'll show you why. So we introduce him to the saddle. This is the first time this boy's seen a saddle. There you go, mate, you've seen it on somebody else, I'm sure. But so now we're bagging him down with a cloth. So if we put that on and take it off, put it on, take it off, there you go. There you go, big fella, hey? Put that on there. Just have a talk to him. There you go. Now, as far as he's concerned, that's another cloth or another something that we've been desensitising him with the whole time. So the fact that you clunk everything around, that's good. Throw it on. You know, give it a little pat, because it makes a different sound. And we don't want him to be jumping out of his skin when you're sitting on his back. It's not going to make absolutely any difference for this horse, as any other horse, because this is just the next logical step. And we bag him down, and we just do this time and time again. That's it, buddy. Doesn't matter if it hits him on the bum, because that's why we desensitise the horse. Everything we've been doing for this fellow right up to now is all about getting the saddle on and introducing him to the saddle. And just come up, spend a little bit of smooch time with him, and you know, let him know that you still care. And then you can come down there. Remember, we walk behind the horse, so it's okay that we can stand here, we can throw stuff around. Now, take good notice that the horse isn't tethered. It doesn't have a holder on it, it doesn't have a big rope tied down to the bottom rail to stop him from jumping around. You'll never see those big spectacular photo shots with the horse rearing up and the rider hanging in there, or the horse bucking around the yard for 10 or 20 minutes to get the buck out of him. Just won't see that with us. And hopefully it won't happen for you, because if you do your groundwork, it's not going to affect him in any way or form. G'day, fella. See that? Nice and rough. Now, remember when we're sliding off the horse's rump, we get on here and we move our legs backwards and forwards, and we go right back here, and then we come right back here, and we go right back here, and then slide off over his bum. What do you think we're doing here? It's exactly the same thing. So we can get up there and we can frolic around and have a good time, and see, come back and make sure you say g'day, buddy, you're a gorgeous looking horse. Yeah, you are actually. Just a point, you can see he's still a wild stallion. He hasn't had any grooming. You see bits and pieces of him where he's been fighting with the other stallions. Oh, here's a good one here. Somebody's caught him down the side there with their foot, obviously. So, what we do there now is we try and get everything on that side. So I'm pretty happy that he's doing that fairly well. And that's it. I mean, this is real time. I've probably taken a little bit longer just then, just because this is a demonstration. Check the cloth. Hey, buddy. Now, this is how we tighten up the girth. Real time. We haven't cut anything out. This is just rolling. It's the very first time you're seeing this horse. The very first time with his saddle on. Okay, so it doesn't really matter what you've got, whether you've got a buckle. I like to use this one here, just a strap, because see what I'm doing there? It goes loose under his stomach, and I just pull it up. Same deal. Hey, old buddy. So how you going? It's all good. As long as, because it's the tugging at the saddle here now. We've got the saddle in place, and all we're doing there now is you just pull that up, a little bit of pressure on it. Stay on that side of me, please, mate. And we just say, how you going? And this is the important part. Get up here and have a good old smooch, because there's no weight on the back of this, okay? But you can see there I can put my whole hand in there, and you just keep pulling that up just a little bit, you see? Snugs it up, come back, have a talk to your beautiful horse. How you going, champ? Hey? Did you catch the game last night? No? No reception, hey? Oh, right. Plenty of padding around. Okay, so that's fairly firm there now. That's about as firm, yep, that's about as firm as you're going to want to ride a horse. And then, of course, dismantle it. Throw it back on the rail. Have a talk to your horse again. There you big fella. And then do that over again. So you just keep doing that again, and again. No real emphasis on anything else. Plenty of movement all over him, taking it backwards and forwards. I really prefer not to have a rope or a halter on him at this stage, because we want the horse to stand there all on his own. This is the whole concept. No ropes, no halters, and he wants to stand there just because we've asked him, that's all. You know, surely somebody's asked you just to say, can you stand there and hold the door open for me? Or can you do something for me, please? And if I ask nicely, you'll do it. You'll just do it. So follow on from how to put your saddle on the horse. Come on, mate. Remember, this horse is the first time that he's had the saddle put on him in the last 10 minutes. Take your time. Always take your time. Get out of the way, mate. You always love this side, this boy, don't you? You love this side. Always take your time. There's no rush. I mean, we train these horses in hours, and then 30 hours and the horse is complete from scratch. So, but when I say take your time, there's no rush. If it takes us 50 hours for a horse, that's okay. It's no rush. Now, by using this cloth on the saddle, it makes a different noise. Same as, you know, plenty of noise like that. We've already desensitized the horse from flopping around and doing all silly things on his back up to this stage. Now, the second thing is when you throw the cloth, he may feel it here and here, and he'll feel these spots where he doesn't feel anything. And that's something else that's a little bit different for him too. Like here, he can feel me doing this, but he can't feel me doing that. So it's just a matter of getting him familiar with the whole deal of going right down through his body. Hey, buddy. And spend plenty of time just wandering right around him, doing everything that you want to do. Yeah. It's only when we get them to about the saddle up stage that we start to do something with their appearance, but he looks quite good with this rugged type of appearance. Don't you, buddy, hey? There you go. Yeah, you got about 5 hours training into him so far, this horse. 5, maybe 6 hours. I have to go through the records and have a look, but here we go, and he's still an uncut stallion, so they're still quite swollen, so we ring the church bell, ding, ding, ding. Hang on, mate. Ding, 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 ding. Hey, you still want to use that, don't you? All right. Okay, so that's all good. I'm really happy the way he's progressing. So what we're doing here is this is the horse that's just had the saddle on for a few minutes now, and you just pull that up. It's just a little bit less than what you want to ride him in. There we go. And then loosen that back off, right off slack. And then I always just do it like this, a couple of tugs. Give the horse a bit of a pat. A couple more tugs, couple more tugs. There we go. That's nice and firm, ready to ride. Back it back off. And same as backing anything else we do, the jumping up and down we're about to jump on, everything we do is just completely repetitive. So if you spend 20 minutes here just doing this, it's okay. And you'll just keep pulling it up tighter and tighter, and he's not going to worry about it because it goes loose, he knows it goes loose. So we pull it up tight, let it go. If someone grabs you by the throat and it's just a game, you think, oh well, that's all right because you're going to let go. But if someone grabs you by the throat and you know it's not a game, you get a little bit panicky, and this is a bit the case. There you go. We stop and have a bit of a talk to him, and then we go back on again. It's just one of these little things you just have to do. Okay. You can see now we've progressed quite a way, but all I'm doing is just standing here, just pulling and tugging at it. I'm pulling it up really quite tight now, tighter than I need to ride on it, just to ensure that he doesn't care about it, you see. So it's super tight there now, and then let it down. One of the things that's a real pet hate of mine, you see people, they stick a stirrup up here like that. The horse jumps around, that becomes a travelling club, and it'll whack you in the head, and you can wake up with the horse dancing on you, or waking up and see where the horse has been dancing on you. So what we do, like obviously this horse is just so don't care now, not that he cared to start with, but you're just standing here playing with this non-stop, and you don't want to be too gentle. You want to have plenty of tugging, and I always put up lots of little ones there like that. And you know the old story, you walk the horse forward and you let all the air out and you check it again. But this is just, he's not puffing up there at all. We're just teaching him just to handle all this type of tugging and bumping around, and give the whole saddle a bit of a shake like that every now and then, because you know it's all new to him. And I've been standing here doing this now for about 10 minutes, and it's really quite soothing in actual fact, standing here not thinking about too much except for just pulling the strap on and off. And then what we'll do is we'll put a saddle cloth under him shortly, and then we'll take him for a walk, and it's the same as leading him off under weight for the first time. He just gets used to walking with his, you know, that's about riding tension there, and then we'll walk him around with some riding tension. Okay, come here, big fella. Hey, time has come. Yes, it has. We've been playing around with this big fella here for the last probably close to 35-40 minutes, and it's time for him now to be saddled. I don't want anybody to miss out on this because you know, we train these horses that quick that it doesn't seem enough value in it if we don't have a big talk or something. Now I'll do that when I put the saddle on. I normally cut this bit of hair off on the horse's wither. Let me walk up. Just this piece here. I normally just cut that off with a pair of scissors because that's where your cloth is, and you know, you can imagine that getting caught up at some stage and hurting the horse, or the horse getting a bit of a pinch. Notice I'm not worried about where the noise is or whatever's happening around him. So now I put that saddle on. I'll come on the side and show you. Some of you may already know it. When you put your saddle on, just get your finger and hitch that up so you got that little bit of space, so that it's not really pulling tight down over his back and not making him uncomfortable. So everything's fine on this side. All in real time, these last couple of videos, so you're not missing out on anything at all. Now I don't know if I'll do this anyway so everybody can see. You go through, I go through just the 2 times, and then straight through like you're going to do it again. And it's like doing a tie. You go over that side, back underneath there, and you pull it down through the middle, nice and tight. So once again, because we don't want him to learn any bad habits, we just give it that little tug up. There we go, nice and firm. Pull all them down through. Don't let your straps and that hang down there. I used to, because I used to, don't really care. But you know, if you get into a habit and they're too long, they step on it and it pulls at the saddle. There we go, saddle's nice and firm. Look at that face, he's saying, yes, let me at it, put somebody on my back. All right, come out here, big fella. Now, what we do is we're going to walk him under that pressure. Come on, mate. Okay, so we got that young fella. We got him to come out, and this is real time. Come here, buddy. Let's walk him up. Walk up. Same thing, come off the sides. He's got a little bit of a weight underneath him, you know, so he's pulled tight. So just stick to stuff that you know, that he knows. It's a little confusing for him because he's thinking, the bloke's in front of me, but I can't feel anybody on the back. And just get the saddle. Remind him that it's up there. Hey, buddy, how you going? Hey. So that's about, there we go. Now we're about the tension, because I just pull it up a little bit more and a little bit more, and we walk him again. Come on, buddy. Walk up. Wake up and then walk up. Okay? Good man. Come around. So you can do this now for, say, another 20 minutes. Just walking up to your horse, having him walking around. It's the same as walking underweight. So remember when we first got on the horse? We first got on the horse and somebody's sitting there, and we take him off one step to the side, underweight. And we take him one step back this way, underweight. Good man. And it's just the same, because he's got a strap under his chest. It's not painful or anything. I like to use these corded girths. You can use whatever girth, that doesn't matter. It's got the saddle. The saddle doesn't particularly matter what saddle you're riding in, because he's not going to buck. We generally don't use this saddle. I use this one for walking around, just so they get used to the tension on him. You can see, you can read his face, you can read his whole body. He doesn't care less, because it's just something else, and because we're asking him, it's all for BP. If you ask a horse, it'll do something for you. Hey buddy, how you going? Hey, you love it, don't you? Oh, you just want to smooch me all the time, mate. Hey, you just want to smooch me all the time, don't you? Hey? Yeah. Hey? Hey? What's that? Big smooch and pooch? Yeah. You know, just flap stuff about. Yeah, the stirrup's a good one because it makes a bit of noise. Reassure her everything's all okay. Hey, big man. Hey. Hey, you like that, don't you? Alright. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's your homework. Just do, 15-20 minutes of exactly what I'm doing here. And we'll do probably another 15-20 minutes as herself. And then we're going to start riding him.
So we just changed saddles and now we're just going to do some repetition. So just pre-mounting. It's pretty much the same as when you're bareback. So when you're bareback, you're doing your jumping up and down, you're flopping, you're flicking over. With the saddle, it's similar. So you're still doing all the repetition stuff. When you're getting on your horse, make sure you got your rein. You can shorten your left side so that if anything does happen, your inside rein is shorter, so that way if he spins when you're getting on, he'll spin into you and not away from you and give you the wrong end, and it'll reduce injury. So you've beat them all down, and so we're going to try and get on. Now he's not used to this. He's not used to having a weight pulled across. So you're just going to put your hand, always grab on the front of the saddle and stay in your safety zone. I'm staying up here. I prefer not to get on. Some people get on standing out here. I like to stay here. It's safe and it's quick and easy to flick up. Grab onto the front of my saddle and I'm just going to hop, just bounce a little bit. Oh, that's good. And then I'm taking the weight out of that, saying, yeah, good job. And do it again. And each time I'm just putting out a little bit more pressure on him, so I won't stay on the side for too long, but. And every time I'm just putting out a bit more pressure on, so good work. We'll swap sides, always do both sides. Stirrup out. So just little hops. Good work. If they move, if the horse starts walking, go with them. Don't just go, oh, the horse moved and I've got to stop, and like, don't be scared of it because they're just unsure. That's why they're moving. So you did really good. Again. So now I'm putting a bit more pressure on there. So see how he's moving? You just say stand up, go with it. He stops moving, so I take that foot out. Good work. And then we'll swap sides again. Come around here. There you go. Good work. Alright. Come a bit of hair. So he's moving. Good work. Alright. Now I'm going to put a little bit more weight on there. Good job. So I'm still, oh, what did I lose just then? I'm still putting the weight on when I go over, so yeah, the weight is still pulling across here, so that's still different for him, so he's still getting used to that as well. Hey, good work. Go again. He didn't move, good work. So that's all you're going to do for the next 10 minutes or so, is just jumping up and down on either side. Then you beat around on the other side once you get up there. Always stay over the wither if you can. It's a strong point. Good work. Don't be afraid to make a bit of noise when you're doing it, because if you're just creeping around, just sneaking around your horse, then when you get up here and you accidentally knock the back or hit the back of their bum or something like that, they're going to spook and then you will get injured probably. So don't be afraid to beat around a bit. Good work. Yeah, beautiful. Alright, so he seems pretty alright with that now. Hey, I just beat around on that side there, putting the weight on that. Alright, so now we can flick up. But we're not going to stay up, we're going to go straight back down again. And we flick up. And we go back down again. Hey, good work. That gets him used to the leg going over. I'll just go up the camera so you can see. So it's just basic repetition stuff. And then go back down again. So you can sit up there, say hello. So he's not used to anyone being in a saddle. He's obviously not used to the girth or anything. So, you know, just go basic, be patient, I guess. Don't rush them. Good man. Stand up. Good boy. Alrighty. So I'm going to slide off his bum over here, and when you're in the saddle there's this hump, and sometimes when you go over it, coming from being connected to the horse and this gap of not touching the horse and then retouching the horse, it freaks him out sometimes. So when you go over for the first time, it's good to be nice and gentle. Maybe for the first couple times, just be nice and gentle, nice and slow. Sometimes when you take your feet out, you might hit the stirrups, could freak him out, so just be aware of those sort of things. So it's the same as bareback, you just swing your legs around a bit. He knows the feeling of that, so he's like, oh yeah, I remember this, you do this normally. So then you slow down. Sometimes when the noise of your jeans in the seat, that could affect him, so that's what you just work on before you even attempt it. So he's alright with that. So we're going to go up, and I'm only going to do it like that, and just go in stages. Good boy. So once you're over, there's no going back, you just slide straight down. Good boy. And you can do it a couple times over if you want, but we'll just leave it at that.